Hi, what's up, everybody? My name's Jose Chamu, better known by my stage name Chips, and I'm a rapper from Long Beach, California. And today, we finally get to fucking react to Magic 3. Man, I've been putting that shit on the back burner, but I've been wanting to react to it because, like, the quicker I react to something, the more quicker I could put it, the more sooner I could put it in a playlist and listen to that shit, on the regular. And this is Nas, like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some shit that I'm gonna want to put in my playlist, you know what I mean? But yeah, quick recap on Magic 2. It's been a minute since I've heard the full album. Obviously, I've heard select songs like that I end up putting on my playlist and stuff, but nothing's really changed on Magic 2. Like, that album is still fucking fire, and I still feel the same way I felt then, as in, like, I'm not a big fan of, like, the intro of the album with, like, is it Alakazam or some shit like that, Abracadabra, and then the next, like, 2-3 songs. I think it really picks up midway through with, like, motion. We have emotion, and then obviously, what's the song that made me cry? Maybe y'all know which one it is. Y'all seen the video. I was crying my eyes out. Pistols on your album cover. That song's amazing. One mic, one gun. Yeah, man. That album was really fucking fire. And again, same thing as I said in the reaction. It's crazy for it to be like it's more impressive because Nas is, like, at the tail end of his career, and he's making, like, some of his best work, So, Hitboy, to me, he's like hit and miss for me personally. He's not my favorite producer, and sometimes I feel like he makes, like, generic sounding beats, or sometimes they're not the best. Like, I think the beat's called Timeless. The song is called Timeless by Benny the Butcher. I'm pretty sure Hitboy made the beat, but dog, I don't like that shit at all. It's the beats, fuck, man. And I felt like some of the beats on Magic 2 were a little sore. I still think Magic 1 is his best project, like, from the 5 albums. Well, now it's 6. Or is up there, because the first Magic, it has Speechless. The Speechless is fucking fire. It has Joe Black. It has, is it 4016 or some shit like that? It has the new Wave Gods, the one with A$AP Rocky. It has the fucking It's Ugly Outside. If it wasn't, Big L would still be here. Like, that whole, damn, that one was tight, man. That's my favorite. That's probably my favorite one. Either that one or King's Disease 2, because King's Disease 2 has what's that one song, the what's it called? Oh yeah, Death Row East. That song's a fucking banger. But yeah, in terms of this album, it's not really a lot for me to say, because it's Nas, bro. Like, he's the god. Like, when I think of hip hop as a human, I'm probably thinking of Nas. Like that. He is him. So, obviously Hitboy, he's gonna do what he's gonna do, and then Nas, I mean, what more can Nas rap about except being successful and, like, trying to give us jewels, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see what he does in 15 songs in 45 minutes. So some of these songs are gonna be pretty short, because 45 divided by 15, that's not a lot of runtime, you know what I mean? Because I think Illmatic was 10 tracks and 45 minutes, and I also think the last one was as well, or something like that. The last one was like 12 tracks, and it was around that same runtime. And you guys know, like I've said it many times, I prefer shorter albums, whether short being in their track listing or short in their total runtime. I don't really like long albums. I don't want to hear you for 2 hours, bro. Like, I don't even want to hear myself for 2 hours straight. Like that. Y'all think I like editing these videos? No. But let's see. I'm from the 15. I'm gonna choose 4 of them that sound cool to me, that I'm gonna be excited for. Speechless Part 2, instantly, that's one of the ones I'm gonna look out for, because like I just said, Speechless is one of his best songs in general, and it's probably my favorite Hitboy Nas song. So Speechless, Sitting With My Thoughts, that one sounds cool as well. No Tears, and the last one I'll choose is a Japanese soul bar. That sounds interesting. Like, I'm like, well, what could you do with that concept? I don't even know. I don't know what a Japanese soul bar is. Don't tell me it's like on some Cowboy Bebop shit, like, you know, where Spike be chilling with Jet and shit. But is that, nah, that's a lounge. That's a jazz lounge, huh? Well, whatever. With that being said, thank you to everybody who's been tuning in. Thank you to the people who watched the hip hop shit, because again, that's like not my most popular shit. I understand why, because the channel wasn't built on it. But like I said, this channel was meant for me to react to all sorts of music, not just Iron Maiden. Like, I'm pretty soon y'all gonna see me react to my own shit. Well, it's not really a reaction, it's more like a commentary. But like, yeah, for the few, probably like for the 1 to 2 people who are gonna watch that shit, yeah, it's probably just gonna be me singing along to myself with an occasional tear, because I love my own music. I wouldn't record it if I did it. But yeah, shouts out to y'all. I'm pretty sure you guys, most of y'all who are gonna watch this video have seen my reaction to Magic 2. You know that I think it's fire, and I have high hopes for their last album. I know that this is Nas and Hitboy's last album, which, I mean, they made 6 albums in like, what was it, like 3 years? That's a shit ton of work, and you know they probably got a whole bunch of shit in the vault, so that's pretty insane. And again, that says a lot for someone that's, I think, 50 years old. I'm pretty sure Nas is 50. So, I mean, it's weird because, like, we've never seen a hip hop artist be old, right? Like, the Rolling Stones, them fools have been old forever. Iron Maiden, them fools have been old forever. Whereas in hip hop, you know, Nas is as old as hip hop type shit. You know what I mean? So it's interesting watching a rapper age in real time, and so he's kind of like leading the way. Him and Jay-Z really are showing old niggas how to age in rap, because, like, I'm not gonna say no names, but some rappers haven't aged well as they get older, whereas Nas, you could say he's getting better as he ages, which, I mean, I would say skill wise and things, maybe he's getting better, but just musically, I mean, you know, like everyone says, he doesn't have anything better than Illmatic. I'm of that camp as well, but that doesn't mean that he was better on Illmatic. It's just everything made Illmatic his best album. But he himself as a rapper, I mean, he hasn't really changed. Like, he still has his metaphors, he still has his bars, he still has his rhyme schemes. If anything, you could argue he's a better rapper than when he was on Illmatic. But like I said, Illmatic isn't just Nas. It's DJ Premier, Pete Rock, and Large Professor. It was the environment. It's everything. Even the album cover, like, everything makes Illmatic what it is. And obviously, you know, nostalgia and shit. Because, like, when you think of, like, the quintessential hip hop album is Illmatic, or some people might say Ready to Die, but for me it's Illmatic. Like, if I want to summarize what hip hop is, I'm gonna say Illmatic, because Illmatic has that, like, you know, gangster shit. It has that gangster influence with New York State of Mind, but it still has that, like, old school hip hop shit with I think it's called Memory Lane. It has that one. It has shit like It Ain't Hard to Tell, where it's like he's just rapping, you know, it ain't hard to tell, and even the beat and, like, the flow kind of sounds more old school. But then you got the more newer shit, or at the time newer, like I said, with, like, Represent. Like, Represent is like, that shit gets me hyped every time. So yeah, I think that's what makes Illmatic. Like, is everything. But yeah, let's just hop straight into the reaction. Let me just say, the cover is tight because it looks like Vito. He looks like Vito in the cover, so that shit's tight. Alright, we're starting off with track 1, Fever, Magic 3. Let's get into it. Oh, you see, it already sounds cinematic. This shit sounds tight already.
Early on the wake up, Cunning as the father of the 12 sons of Jacob. Shake up the world, cake crumbs, cover my goatee, cuff leaks. Waiters, lobster sauce on aprons. Parton, that's the chef, burgundy on the breath. Uncertainty when I step, dancing to every song like it's a contest. Singing to Stevie Wonder, happy birthday. Celebrating years of flows and crazy wordplay. Season, I'm leaving my 40s, I'm a griot. Deep as Deepak Chopra, dress socks and loafers. Family only, I'm holding hands with a cold piece. Bout to the old me, I'm officially OG. Might throw a roast me, wonder what will the jokes be. Watching them imitate my cool demeanor. It's a new decade, I'm in a whole new arena. Roll the dice in this life and I hit the fever. Get it? Wolf out of NYC, this is prophecy. No, this is meant to be, evolve constantly. Half a century, put your glasses up, represent for me. Represent for me. Represent,
I just mentioned it, I told y'all.
Fly from infancy to half a century.
I told y'all, represent, man, it's one of the best songs.
For the double agents, watching my every move. Go tell them I can't sit still, I never do. Let them think of all the places I led them. But look at that through an all-age spectrum. Still winning, never a better move. Who they claim to be today, man, they can never choose. We all got a set of tools we gotta use to push through. Like I did in Esco, is my nom de plume. Party in the penthouse live, fill all the rooms with beautiful vibes. That's the way to calm the goons. Champagne flutes, my cigars pop balloons. Bow ties get untied when the clock hit 2. A 73 baby, I say a speech maybe. Besides the Littles and Joneses, hip-hop made me. Born in New York, I hope the Most High keeps you. I wish at least 50 on all my good people. Fever, wolf out of NYC. This is prophecy, know this was meant to be. Evolve constantly, half a century. Put your glasses up, represent for me. Represent for me, represent, represent, represent for me. Fly from infancy to half a century. Aha, represent.
This nigga cracked it off hard. This nigga's different. Are those trumpets? What is that? Or is that Nas just like humming? Alright, that was Fever. Yo. Short and sweet to the point. Banger ass intro. Holy shit. I would say of the six albums, like, you know, the Nas X Hitboy, I'm gonna say Speechless is my favorite intro, and then this is my second favorite. This shit was a fucking banger. What actually makes it a little bad for me, to be honest, my only complaint about the song would be the mixing. Nas, like, the way he cuts in, like, the early on the wake up part, it's a little too, like, it's too harsh. Like, the mixing, whoever mixed or engineered this shit, I don't know, but like, they mixed Nas a little too high. They should have either made the beat louder or lower Nas and move the overall gain of the song. Personally, I'm of the people that think lower is better, so I would have lowered Nas's vocals and then increased the gain of the song as a whole, because I felt like he was just a little too loud. But at the same time, it could be a deliberate choice, and he could probably be a little too loud so that he's truly the main focus. But again, I'm of the people that think like the drums and the snare should be probably like one of the loudest elements in a hip-hop song, so it's a little strange to hear him override that. But man, like, the beat was fucking cold. It sounded like low-key on some like soulful Griselda shit in a way, like with the, but like Hitboy's version. I don't know how to really explain it, but man, this nigga Nas, man, like, This like a rap song for the rap fans, you know. This nigga's just spitting. And then obviously, it's, as I told you, I said that shit in the intro. I mentioned it, represent, and not only does he mention it, he interpolates his own shit. And let me tell y'all, man, I'm telling y'all, represent. That's probably my favorite Nas song, or is up there. It's one of my favorites. So to hear him reference his own song, and not only reference it but use it 50 years, not 50 years later, what was that, like 20, 30 years later, I don't fucking know. To hear him do that, man, like, it's just fucking crazy. Represent. Dun, dun, like, man. Hey, this nigga was fucking spitting too. Cunning as the father of the 12 sons of Jacob. Wink, wink. Shake up the world, cake crumbs. And like, you know, like I said before, this Nas is just like on his victory lap shit. There's nothing much to say for all these songs. Pretty sure when he's doing this type of shit, it's victory lap shit. There's really nothing much to say for the song as a whole. It's the meat comes from the actual bars and the way he's saying them, but the actual like meaning is, what is there to say other than I'm rich, nigga? Like, you know, but he just says it in a better fashion than like, really, I might rinse type shit. You know, this nigga spitting his ass off. Like, this nigga's really singing Happy Birthday to Stevie Wonder. Like, damn, man. And I like how he's embracing aging, right? Like, he's not saying, like, he's not trying to wear skinny jeans and be like a young nigga. He's not trying to do none of that. He says it himself, you know. Bow to the old me, I'm officially OG. Like, you know, he's taking it in stride, which I like. I like that. I love this bar. Might throw a roast to me. Wonder what the jokes be. That's tight, cause like, fuck it, like, roast me. Like, cause you know, some people can't take that shit, like the MTV roast and shit. I mean, I probably would take it in stride, but like, a lot of people get offended and shit. But it's cool how he has that mentality as well, where he's like, man, I wonder what they will say. You know, they're gonna mention his wife and the milkshake and all that bullshit. I like the first line. The second word is the crying faces for the double agents watching my every move. Go tell him I can't sit still. I never do. This nigga got ADHD. Now I'm playing, you know, he's moving around. I get it. Damn. I really like the way he was rhyming too. Midway through the second verse, how when he says nom de plume, all the rooms, calm the goons, cigars pop balloons. That's tight. The way he was clock hit too, that was tight. A 73 baby, I say a speech maybe. See, even the internal rhymes, the way he's rhyming within the lines is fucking crazy. And I like how he says, you know, obviously besides my family, hip hop made me. And you know, he's celebrating his birthday by saying, I wish at least 50 on all my good people. Man, you know, obviously he's 50, but hip hop is also 50 years old, right? So it's cool that it's kind of like a double play. It's like, shouts out, hopefully 50 more years of hip hop being the #1 genre, but at the same time, 50 years for. Cause what he says on the first album, what he said, like it's a blessing. A quarter through life or some shit like that, right? Like living through 20 was a blessing, but now it's like I wish you lived 50. So again, more evolution that he speaks about himself, like, right? Like, so he's speaking about that evolution and half a century being 50 years old, but it just sounds cooler. All right, man. This is fucking tight. This nigga cracked it off hard, man. Let's keep going. Doing track 2, Tisk, or TSK. I'm pretty sure it's Tisk, right? Like Tisk, Tisk, Tisk. Hit is these
all I see is blurbs. All I see is words.
Mixing, yeah.
Nerds talking about what they
I
did
think
see
the
or
mixing for the
heard.
whole
And all I
album's
see is
gonna be pretty
clones.
bad.
See you motherfuckers with mixtape plans because they seeing how we moving. And all they say is this, but they ain't saying shit. They talk reckless when I do not work for them. They say come harder, come smarter. Which one it is? Which one you wanna hear?
That's
Since
tight.
you such a music whiz. First thing I learned when I was coming up in age, when they stumble in your space, is to punch them in the face. The second thing I learned, I was in the second grade, sliding on the second base. I can orchestrate this game. The third I heard was if it quacks, it's a duck. The fourth, of course, just be upfront what you want. The fifth was this, keep something crisp on your wrist. Now we on album 6, the top team on your list. Probably grab another hundo. Industry cutthroat, watch how I construct though. Concrete jungle. If rappers were presidents, I would get Trump's vote.
What do you mean?
Truly, I'm just staying humble, but I could take it back to nasty if I want to. Some young, dumb, crazy
I think that's a
motherfucker
piece
from
of
the
this
hood.
album. Nasty Nas.
Hey, what time is it hit?
That nigga's back.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that. And this and that. You know? Yeah. Don't be scared to execute the vision, lock in. Get back to the art, not the trends. tisk. I mainly invented raps by banging on tabletops and taking on any competition. Listen, they put hammers to your ribs, but I'm too legit to quit. They like Bishop with the blick, they exposing who a bitch. And I'm like Furious when he took his son to fish, dropping knowledge on the kids, drop top when we slid. Step on lawns, trip on Dior slides, grip on the handrails, crib on some acres. Pull off the tails off, strips on Beyond Blanc, sip on some fine wine, we just some shakers. So when Planet Rock came out the Bronx, I was watching boomboxes, Tila Rock never made it rich. Then when I witnessed that the benefits of living good from making hits, I make bread off what I invent. Probably grab another hundo, industry cutthroat, watch how I construct though. Concrete jungle, if rappers were presidents, I would get Trump's vote. Truly I'm just staying humble, but I could take it back to nasty if I want to. Some young, dumb, crazy motherfucker from the hood.
I like how hits a producer to really let the beat build up at the end and just let it ride. We need more of that. Oh, that was tight. Alright, so again, like, as I said in the beginning of this reaction to the song, like, I feel like the mixing, I'm gonna have a problem with the mixing on the entire album. I'm only 2 songs in, but I could already tell I'm gonna probably keep hopefully not, but I feel like Nas is gonna be a lot louder, and the weight, cause watch, if you actually pay attention, like probably to the average person, probably don't give a fuck, but listen, like really listen to the songs and the way he's coming in, and at least these beats, you shouldn't come in that harsh because it kind of hurts the head in a way. Like it's too, I don't know, the transients of like his initial like entrance it's pretty loud, and Nas just makes a lot louder than everything else in my opinion. The only thing that came close to his loudness was the end with the like the trumpets, like the, you know, the champion sound at the end. Either way though, like beyond the mix, like it getting that out of the way, I mean, the beats are fucking tight so far, and Nas is rapping his ass off, you know, and what he's, you know, really, I feel like that's going to be the thesis of this album. I could take it back to Nasty Nas if I wanted to. Like, he already did low-key what Represent, right? Like, he's showing us, like, yo, I mean, I could be Life is Good Nas, I could be Godson Nas, or I could be fucking Nasty Nas, fucking, what he say, I'm waving automatic guns at nuns. You know, Nasty Nas is that nigga. And I like the numbers wordplay. First thing I learned, age. So first, age. So now he's introducing numbers and age. Get it? Second thing, obviously more numbers. Second grade, more numbers. Second base. So the way he's playing off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with 6 being the album, is cool because, you know, third thing, fourth thing, fifth. So I really like that, like little numbers wordplay in the first verse. I really like this line. They say come harder, come smarter. Which one is it? Like, yeah, because, you know, that is a saying, come harder, come smarter. But like, that's kind of 2 opposing views, because I mean, doing hard shit isn't really conducive to smart shit. Like, when do they go hand in hand? I ain't never seen some hard shit that was some smart shit, and I ain't never seen some smart shit that was some hard shit. You know what I mean? At least not in the traditional sense, if that makes sense. So I really like that line. I don't know about like I will get Trump's, bro. I don't know all about that, Nas. I mean, you do you. I like how he says, get back to the art, not the trends. I mainly invented raps with banging on tabletops. That's some old school shit. You know, nowadays you don't really need to do that anymore, because you just go on YouTube and look up a tight beat, you know. But I'm still old enough to the point where, you know, we were banging on tabletops, so I can still relate to that. Because I mean, even then, like, you know, when you was around during grinding, you know, who wasn't banging grinding, you know, on lunch tables and shit. Too legit, you know, too legit to quit. Hammers to your ribs. I like that little, you know, Bishop. exposing bitch, fucking Bishop the Juice, and then Furious when he took his son to fish. You know, obviously on Boys in the Hood. Tila Rock never made it rich, like making him so like I like how he's kind of like questioning like damn like my heroes are all broke if you really think about it, and like and this is a guy who made millions off rap, so it's probably like a weird thing for him to be like damn like nah. I'm just mentioning him because he's the first person that I think of, but like someone like Rakim, right, like damn like his nickname is literally the God MC, but he's not that well off financially. Well, I don't know his financials, but like he's not Drake money. But if you really think about it, the people who really deserve those type of monies isn't. I'm not saying Drake doesn't deserve, but that belongs mostly to like people like, you know, Rakim, the forefathers, you know, people like that. So I like that he mentioned stuff like that, you know, and I like what he says too about like, you know, the benefits of living good for making hits. I make bread off what I invent. Cause yeah, you know, we invent this, you know, it comes from our head, like it comes from our pen and pad. But at the same time, he's also an investor, and obviously he's done pretty good. Like I think he invested in a couple of shit before like they were like really mainstream. I'm pretty sure he invested in Ring. I could be wrong, some shit like that, but he has pretty good investments. So yeah, shouts out to you, Nas. But yeah, let's keep going. Alright, track 3, superhero status. I like how Hit's using like a lot of samples and like old school sounding shit. It gives it a different sound than like previous shit, because he's been slowly getting more and more like this soulful sample sound with Nas, right? Because the first one wasn't really like
between
it.
you and I spitting's a wide difference. They hate on you or me, they want me to die difference. No ego, I'm just providing a better understanding. I don't wish it on nobody who doesn't have a bandwidth. It come with standing your ground. When you from a poor town that generate awareness, the ventilation shifts where the air is erased when you hear it. Somewhere between great and endearing, you smell it and taste it cause it's serious. And you don't think it's fair, you feel that you come with bars and you want some wars. Frankly, they should send a regard. Some of the hardest rappers get overlooked and ignored. No matter what happened, I hope all of us saw. I go superhero status, no masks, no gadgets. Send them villains at us. We ain't scared of action. We ain't characters capping. Ability to leak buildings, if you blink, you won't catch it.
Audio.
Dope.
Audio.
Dope.
Audio.
Dope.
Audio.
Dope. Always on time, I'm never petty, yeah, I'm always ready. That's why my shit flows smooth and steady, pictures on Getty. I don't complain, I don't blame, know when my time is done, I move to the side. I don't want nothing to prove to these guys. If y'all was moving like Nas, y'all wouldn't assume someone owe you. Nobody know you when you owe, except your peoples. That should keep you peaceful instead. Delusional, moody losers refusing to see truth. Your personal hurt, you unleash on the first person you come across, doing your evil work. Damn, it's a shame. Slugs, blood, laugh, hug, survive if you could. Downsize, intro the thugs to the plug. And just today, I noticed a different pain. Man, catch me, don't let me slip in no demented stage. Repetitive beat street watcher, a gatekeeper conqueror, late night creep sponsor. Me the freak who flying beyond thing. I'm a sheep, she don't need to fly to Dubai for it. Fleeted cars, she under my arm and she honored with it. Diamonds and correspondence, I don't respond to nonsense. Adidas shells, I keep a reefer smell on me. Ringing the Wall Street bell at 9:30 a.m. It's my coffee. My gang is New York Stock Exchange. Here's my costume change. Superhero status, no masks, no gadgets. Send them villains at us. We ain't scared of action. We ain't characters capping. Ability to leak buildings, if you blink, you won't catch it.
Audio.
Dope.
Audio.
Dope.
Audio.
The big scene of the packing is tight of the chorus. Alright, that was superhero status. I mean, this almost reminds me of like Jay-Z's, what is it? The Kingdom Come, yeah. This song reminds me of Kingdom Come, as in like, you know, I am him, you know, I'm the God. So that's really what the song is, right? Like he's transcended You know, he's like a hip hop superhero, which he really is. Like, he's that nigga. I like this, how he says no ego, get it? Like, no alter ego to play with the superhero theme, but no ego as in I don't have an ego. So that's really good. And you could also say no ego as in I have no need to be someone else, right? Like, I ain't no fake nigga, I'm me. But at the same time, obviously, no ego as in I don't really have pride. I'm not prideful, just, you know, it's all business type shit. Man. This nigga was spitting. Obviously, I like how older Nas acknowledges the struggles of a rapper. Like how he says some of the hardest rappers get overlooked and ignored. No matter what happened, I hope all of us soar. I go. So, you know, which he covered that in depth in the second album, the Magic 2. So I like that, you know, he doesn't change his views. It's still the same shit. It's still, look, I'm the superhero, but, you know, I know how it is for the best of us to get ignored, and most of us won't make it, but that's why I'm gonna show y'all niggas. Status, no mask, no gadgets, like villain Addis, action, capping. The way he's rhyming is tight. I like the audio dope. Like the way it was panning, that was cool. And I really like the sample Hitboy chose, like the it's a and the way he's looping it and the way it's coming in every now and then is tight. Like I said, I like how really this album so far, it's a lot more sample heavy, and it has like an old school sound, vintage sound. Not in terms of like the song structure, but like the actual sound of the samples. It sounds more vintage than like King's Disease 1 and King's Disease 2 and Magic. Like Magic didn't really sound vintage. It didn't really even have like vocal samples like that. I don't believe so. And so this sounds really like modern vintage. It's crazy. Like I can't really explain it. It's fucking tight. Hitboy, man, like he's using vintage sounds to make modern sounds. It's crazy. I don't know how to explain it. It's fucking genius. This is fucking amazing so far. Holy shit. Pictures on Getty, obviously. That means you're pretty famous to have your photos on Getty. You know, like, you know, it's not like any random nigga just gets their photos on Getty. If y'all was moving like Nas, y'all wouldn't assume someone owes you. I mean, that speaks for itself. That's fucking hard. And then he was rhyming fucking crazy when he was like delusional, mood illusion, refusing to see the truth. Like, holy shit. Like, I was like, hey, yo, this nigga, he sounds like R.A. the Rugged Man. I like the second chorus, the slugs, bloods, laugh, hug, survive if you could. It's a shame though. What? Like playing in the background. I love this intro, the thugs to the plug. He talking about me. Nah, I'm playing. Repetitive Beat Street watcher. He said it multiple times. He hasn't really ever changed it. He said it for years. He loves Beat Street. It's probably his favorite movie. So, you know, Beat Street's, you know, it's really important to hip hop. So, but yo, I like how he himself says it. He's like, I'm a gatekeeper. Like, what do you mean by that? Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta gatekeep? Late night creep sponsor. Need a freak who fly and beyond. Think I'm chic. She don't need a fly Dubai for it. That's fucking hard. Get it? Chic as in the chicas, you know, Dubai, but no, chic as in like fly. Oh my god, this nigga's different. This nigga's crazy, and he still fucking brings bars after that, because he says, Adidas shell, I keep a reefer smell on me. It's pretty good wordplay. My gang is New York Stock Exchange, gangs of New York, but obviously my gang is New York Stock Exchange, as in like, you know, we're investing in stocks and shit, but at the same time, you know, stocks as in like the stock of a gun. Like this nigga, bro, I could keep going, bro. I could be here all day. This nigga's different. He's him. This was, hey, Hitboy too. Shout out to Hitboy, because these beats are fucking tight. Again, same shit though as previous other two songs. The fucking mix. Nas is a little too loud. Just a smidgen in this one, but I'm already upset. Look, man, if you see me just, I'm not even gonna bring up the shit. It's not even shit, but like I'm not even gonna bring up the spotty mixing now on. Like I'll just say it as a quick line, but I'm beating it over the head. Just the mixing's disappointing. That's the only thing about this album that is bad, really, because everything else is on some top tier classic shit. Because like, if we're going at this pace, then Nas just made a classic. I thought y'all was tripping when y'all said this shit is better than Magic 2, because I'm like, yo, Magic 2 was like, that shit was fucking solid, but this, fuck, man. Let's just keep going. Alright, track 4, I love this feeling. Yeah, man, Hitboy's sample choices and the way he's using them, it's so
See him
good.
going where I've been, know how you feel.
Like the song structure, the way he's
I see
making
you
the
going
beats
where
are
I've
modern,
been.
but
I know how you feel. Was
this
at
is
the
all
same place
vintage.
you were now in. You shouting, announcing. You wanna win with similar minded men with great business acumen. We can make an accusation to the topic turn from tight pockets to high profits. To life assurance, at what age do we all cop it? Fuck who the hottest? Who
That's
really
actually a
stand
good
up?
line.
Who really messing with they dead man girl? That says everything about that man world. Energy transfer, immortality. You against morality, don't come around me. Homicidal
mix is
vinyl
better
section
here.
where they always found me. By the motion picture
how the
soundtrack with
drums are
Richard
like-
Roundtree
the
on the
drums, I
album
mean,
sleeve.
are
That's
like
my era shit.
one to
Musical
one with it.
excellence,
That's how it
hot like
should
on
be.
a detective list. It's simple shit that's keeping you from the shift. You a simp, a trick, or in love with your own dick. Distractions, they come in all ways. I just keep it calm, watching it all play out like it's supposed to. Old dudes playing chess in the park. Old dudes playing chess in prison. Staying on good behavior for extra visits. If they was to switch places, could you tell a difference? It's perspective, isn't it? A team that's militant, a down-ass woman by your side that get it in. The realest, I love this feeling. If you don't have a team that's militant, you better be brilliant. I love this feeling. If you don't have no team that's militant, be mentally equipped. I love this feeling. Watch everybody. That's why I love my team. I love this feeling. Keep calm, but watch
But
everything.
see, like for parts like this, Nas is a little too
It's your
loud,
monthly
you know?
subscription to the Slums edition. The new it was written. Get your hard copies of Blockology coming from the one who lived in a bowl for goldfish. I never sell my soul, just evolve shock rap. That what you never been told shit. Cold part, Illmatic all through that episode of Ozark. I think that's harder than if I had co-star a ghetto symphony. I'm Chief Keef Kozart. Mix with Mozart. It's ill when you get bags for your own art. $1 million sink for Algero or rap. But they ain't understand it when it drop. Yo, how cold is that? They asking if I'm ever gonna be over rap. But I left a few times, just never told you that. Amassing digital assets, no fiscal year kickbacks, yeah, we cash in. Physical money think different, we outlast them. We outclass them, they made it easy to pass them. I love this feeling. I just keep it calm, watching it all play out like it's supposed to. Old dudes playing chess in the park. Old dudes playing chess in prison. Staying on good behavior for extra visits. If they was to switch places, could you tell a difference? It's perspective, isn't it? A team that's militant, a down-ass woman by your side that get it in. The realest, I love this feeling. Every day we do whatever we want, can't front. Yo, I love this feeling. Getting dressed, getting fly just to go to the studio. Hey yo, I love this feeling. Hey yo, tomorrow I'm juicing. Juicing for the rest of the week. Just cause I love this feeling. And Big Bro got his ankle bracelet took off today, yo. We getting on a private jet. I love this feeling. Yeah, I love this feeling.
I love the reverb on the snare. That shit was tight. The pow, and it had a really full sound. I really didn't like the way the song ended. That was way too abrupt. You should have at least fucking what's this shit called? Whatever. You know, like lower it. I forgot. I had whatever. But anyway, again, the mix was a little bit better, but it's not the best mixing I've ever heard. But man, again, Nas, like, he's just, bro, his victory lap shit, bro. Like, I love this feeling. You know, I love the little things, right? Just how hearing that new Nas, I love this feeling. There you go, boom. He's, you know, his cocky ass. I'm surprised he didn't even use that line, cause I know he used that in was it First Day, when it's like when he was like your first time listening to my classics. He's always talking about his shit, so I'm kind of surprised he didn't say bumping that new Nas. I love this feeling, cause I mean he's just that nigga. Like, I mean, it's not even cocky, cause I mean, which one of y'all who don't like hip hop don't I mean, which one of y'all who like hip hop don't listen to Nas? Like, if you don't, then you really don't like hip hop, bro. Cause, like, I don't give a fuck what genre it is, whether you listen to that like Little Peep shit or like, you know, or that more hardcore Griselda shit, bro. Like, Nas probably is your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, you know. So, I mean, it's well deserved cockiness, really, if you think about it, man. But let's just obviously. The meaning of the song, we know what it is the little things, right? Oh, I love this feeling. Like, not having to worry about money, do whatever we want. I love this feeling. So I just want to go through select lines that jumped out to me. And one thing I like that he's speaking business shit, but he's making it sound tight. Like, it's not just beating over your head. Like, because you could easily be corny as fuck and be like, you got to focus on your business, do your acquisition. But no, he's like rapping and he's saying like really sound advice, you know, like we could make an acquisition to the top, it turn for tight pockets to high profits. Like, that's tight pockets to high profits. That's my new caption, man. Like, see, like shit like that, it's the little slick shit he does. It's not even, you know, it's not like it was a punchline for him. It was just like, you catch that on your third, fourth listen, because you're focused first on the acquisition part and the great business acumen, but then he hits you with a fucking gem, tight pockets to high profits. Obviously, you know, that's like the same thing as saying, you know, from rags to riches, but this is Nas's version of that, so it's better than rags to riches. You know what I mean? I really like this line. To life insurance, at what age do we all copy it? Like, when do you get life insurance? Because that's like a weird thing, right? I mean, do you get life insurance since you're young because you never know what's gonna happen? Do you wait until you're older and, you know, gamble with life, or do you get it when you fear something? And if you are fearing something, then you're not really living at that point, you know. Now you're just existing. So like, just the little shit he's saying in just one lines is the shit that I'm like, God damn, this nigga. At what age did you think he got life insurance? That's the real question, Nas. When did you get life insurance? That's what I want to know. Trip out, plot twist. He doesn't even have life insurance. Nah, I doubt it. This nigga's rich. But let's see, what else. This is fucking tight. Homicidal vinyl section where they always found me. That's tight. That's my era shit. Musical excellence. Hot like a detective list. It's simple shit that's keeping you from the shit. You a simp, a trick, or in love with your own dick. Like, see, it's the little stuff like that. It's the slick shit. Like, he's giving you kind of like what Jay-Z said on what was it? Story of OJ. Man, I'm trying to give y'all $1 million worth of game for $9.99. That's what Nas is doing, right? Like, in 2 bars, he's telling you really what it is. He's on, basically, and it's not a diss to him, it's actually a compliment. All of Larry June's career, he just summarized Larry June's whole career in 2 bars. Because it's just as simple as that. That's why, like, yeah, like, I fucking hate work and I hate doing shit. I don't want to do shit in my life. I'm going to keep it real. I want to lay all day. But like he said, it's the little shit. It's the simple shit that's keeping you from the shift, right? I could have easily been a simp, a trick, or in love with my own dick and not do nothing. But no, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go to college and whatever. I may have faltered, but distractions, they come in all ways. Like he says, that's the key, you know? So again, this nigga's a fucking genius. And even though he might come off as cocky, he's really coming from a place of, I've been there, I've done that. Now I'm about to show you how it's done. Like, this was, bruh. And the chorus as well, like I said, for him, it's the little shit, the shit that, I love that shit. You know, like, old dudes playing chess in the park. You know, for him, it's probably, you know, I'll never relate to old dudes playing chess in the park. But that's because I'm not from New York. You know, in New York, I'm assuming they do shit like that. You know, well, I've seen Loaded Lux. He does it. Hey, man, it's Loaded Lux. You know what's up when I'm rolling up. No, but, man, you know, to me, I just love that shit. A team that's militant, a down-ass woman by your side that get in it. Just like he said, I mean, the realest. I love this feeling. I'm with you too, Nas. This is fucking amazing. It's your monthly subscription to the Slums Edition. The new It Was Written. Like, this nigga's cold as fuck. See, that's what I meant by referencing yourself. Like, this nigga's at the point where he could reference his own shit. Like, that's fucking tight. And he is not just like, haha, oh, that was cute. No, like, he's actually doing fire ass wordplay and saying some of the best bars I've ever heard using his own previous shit. Like, this thing is, it makes it that much better, because like, it's cool. Like, if I don't know, like if Freddie Gibbs was like, this is the new It Was Written, it'd still be cool. But the fact that the guy who made It Was Written is saying that it was written, like, this thing is fucking hilarious. That's fucking tight. I wish I could get to that point. Coming from the one who lived in a bowl for goldfish. I'll never sell my soul, just evolve shock rap. Look, see, and he's still, look, I love this. It's probably my favorite bar in the whole song. I'll never sell my soul, just evolve shock rap. That's what you never been told shit. Co-part, Illmatic all the way through the episode of Ozark. I think that's harder than if I had co-starred. Like, nigga, I already seen Ozark, so I got the reference, but like, y'all didn't know my fucking face the moment I heard fucking New York State of Vibe and like, what's her name, Ruth Langmore, like, bump that shit throughout the whole episode, cause sleep is the cousin of death. Like, and they killing Mike Pumps up, and then man, the fact that Nas, it's true what he said. Like, man, fuck showing up in the show. Like, nah, like, you're intrinsically tied to the show, right? Like, watch, you're gonna see someone in the future. Maybe they have done it. Someone's gonna discuss later on, but when Nas is dead, they're gonna be breaking down that whole shit of Ozark, and they're gonna be talking about Nas. They're gonna be like, so when Nas said the cousin that I don't sleep because sleep is the cousin of death in relation to Ruth, watch, like, so that's that cold shit that's always gonna live on for him. And I'm in agreement with him. Like, I don't need to be in the show, nigga. Just put my music. That's probably better than if I had came out. Cause sometimes when you like just co-star or guest appearance, is like kind of corny. It's like, oh, they're only doing it, they had a famous person on. But like, having Nas's music be an important part of the show, like, that's like one of the highest compliments you could get. I like how the Chief Keef wordplay with a ghetto symphony. I'm Chief Keef Cozart mixed with Mozart. This thing is stupid. It's ill when you get bags for your own art. $1 million sink for Al Jarrah rap. Because, first of all, I don't even know why people were saying that song sucks. So I like that song. I thought it was tight. The way he was playing, I thought it was cool. But then, it's true, like, bro, I mean, if they're going to pay me $1 million to lip sync, I mean, let's do it. So what he's saying is true, like, but they didn't understand it when it dropped. But how cold is that? Like, man, like I said, Jesus guys, I could keep going and going. This nigga, every single line, bro, amassing digital assets. He didn't even need to say anything other than that. Like, no fiscal year kickbacks. Yeah, we cash it. Oh my, this nigga, bro, this was different. We outclassed them. They made it easy to pass them, and all that goes back to it relates to what he's saying about distractions, right? You a simp, a trick, or in love with your own dick. All that. You know, the reason he outlasted them, the reason he outclassed them was because they made it easy to pass them by being bitches, simps, and tricks, and loving their own dick. So like, everything connects. Like, this was fuck, man. It's like artists like Nas and Lupe Fiasco and Rock Marciano that make me hate them and shit, and be like, nigga, you're so fucking perfect. Like, I can't even get on your level. Like, this nigga's different. Like, holy shit. I don't know how people don't hear this shit and be like, yo, like, I really gotta up my game, because this was 50 years old and he's rapping like he was broke. Like, he's rapping like he's hungry. Man, let's keep going. I was excited for track 5, No Tears. So we're a third of the way there.
Case, you was younger then. Another valid crime around album number 10. Since a baby, ghetto baby, you a ghetto baby, you a ghetto baby. and sneakers hanging. Just the life of a ghetto baby. Shh. Did older me, you grown to be the one to coast the team. And still be on your fly shit. Part spiritually psychic, you walk through the haze like Isaac. And maybe
Isaac
this
Hayes.
gen will see what you and hit done.
Pretty
If
good
they
work,
don't call it how it is, that's a big dub. That big age you at, you did your big one. My favorite ever from you, gotta be this one. Got through the scars, everyone. Cops you down on you with
This is my
guns.
least favorite song so far.
Close friends, you lost some.
I'm not saying
No
it's bad,
tears
though.
on your face, none. You miss time seeing your son. It's hard to find genuine love. Family members in the cuffs. No tears on your face, none. Everything is just what you made it out to be. The world of entertainment got some lessons from your pops. Held her down alone, mom's on
I
heavenly
really like
watch.
the progression, though.
The tears on my face just stop. Dear older me, you became everything you chose to be, Took the wheel and you drove the speed. Out on the road, it took you higher than coca leaves, You at the age, you say what it is. You call every girl in your phone like, come to the crib. Ain't gotta hide nothing, what you gotta lie for? One come through the front, one leaving out the side door. Potential, but what's potential if all I'm missing the mental? And what you been through could mess up now what you into. Got the essentials, the murder and instrumental. Made it to Gen Z deserving what they extend to you. Talking to the younger you. Every stage problems will still run to you. That big age you at, you did your big one. My favorite ever from you, I can't even pick one. Got through the scars, everyone. Cops you down on you with guns. Close friends, you lost some. No tears on your face, none. You miss time seeing your son. It's hard to find genuine love. Family members in the cuffs. No tears on your face, none. Everything is just what you made it out to be. The world of entertainment got some lessons from your pops. Held her down alone, mom's on heavenly watch. The tears on my face just stop. Talking to my younger self. They say in the big 50s, that's when you get rich, 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 rich. In every aspect. You got nothing to worry about, no tears.
It's ironic that the song's called No Tears, and by the end, I'm like, I'm getting misty-eyed and shit. Like, this nigga... Damn, I spoke too soon again. Like, man, I was kind of underrating this song, because... So, damn, I wasn't really paying attention to the first verse, and then, like, the more he's going on, I'm like, oh, shit, it's getting real. And the chorus, really, I don't know, maybe it's because I was too focused on, like, the drums and the way it was mixed, because the drums they didn't sound like they were panning 63 to the right. It sounded like they were panning, maybe 15, 23, 15 and 23 to the right side. But that's all nerdy shit. You guys are probably like, what the fuck is he talking about? But, like, my ADHD ass was focusing on that and, like, hearing other shit. And I ignored the chorus the first time, but, like, when I really started to focus on it when he said it the second time, and that shit, like, damn, it was getting real. How it really hit me on the second verse when I realized, oh, he's talking to himself throughout the song. I thought he was just talking, you know? And then, man, how he's like, really, like made it, like, I was like, oh, shit, he's on some real shit when he mentioned his moms, you know, because, and I like how he says heaven, because that album where his mom passed away, it was very, like, you know, if heaven was in my way, when I pack up my bags and leave this world behind, oh, save it all for you. Like, man, that album was amazing. That song, man, that's one of my favorite Nas songs, and it made me think of that, you know. And obviously, fuck, I don't think it's called Slow Dance, but the dance song, I think it's called Just Dance. I think it's called Dance. The how he says he just wants to dance with his mom one last time. So it made me think of Godson, like the held it down alone, mom's on heavenly watch, the tears on my face just stop. And it's interesting that he says just stop, because what do you mean by that? Do you mean like thinking that your mom's in heaven makes your tears stop? Or do you mean literally they just stopped, as in like I just stopped crying, I just recovered? You know, so it's interesting the way he's wording it. Is, man, this is a song I'm gonna have to listen to a lot more, because I honestly, a lot of it flew by my head until I'm thinking about it now. And yeah, I could read it or whatever, like, I mean, I do that consistently, but in the context of his rapping, it changes it. You know, the way when he says it is different than me just reading it, you know? I really like this line though. Out on the road, it took you higher than coca leaves. That's a pretty good line. Man. And then I wonder if this was a wordplay on, you know, doing a rap, like, you know, like getting arrested. When he said that big age you rap, you did your big one, you know, like you did your big one. So I feel like maybe it's a wordplay on that, perhaps. And I love the last line he tells himself, because again, he's talking to himself. How he's like, my favorite era from you? I can't even pick one. Like, because really, you know, especially this more mature Nas, a lot of, like I said, a lot of the thing is really not cockiness. It's more like self-love and knowing who you are. Because he knows, like, there's no question about it. Like, he knows he's probably the greatest of all time. So it's really fucking, the way he says it sounds humble. But if you were to just read it, it's kind of cocky how he's like, I can't even pick my favorite era of myself. And really, even as fans, like, it's hard. Like, I don't know who's best, Nasty Nas or Valor Nas or Life is Good Nas. Like, there's so much to choose from. Man, I feel like choosing Nasty Nas isn't fair, because Nasty Nas was only there for one album. And obviously he did his stuff with like Live at the Barbecue and shit like that. But I don't know. Personally, fuck, I don't even know what's my favorite era of Nas. I might say, I'm not saying that these are my favorite albums, but I might say my favorite era of Nas is old man Nas, mature Nas. Like, Life is Good. Bro, The World is an Addiction. That song's one of the best hip hop songs I've ever heard, because it was one of the first songs from hip hop that I heard that like truly had progression in it, and it wasn't just rapping, right? Because there's a long part where it's like, when the world's so cold, and when the world's, and it just keeps going, and then the beat builds up, and Oz, like, man, y'all gotta listen to The World is an Addiction if you haven't. And if you haven't listened to it in a long time, listen to it again. I'm telling you, that's one of Nas's seminal works. And to me, is that and this whole run and this album, it makes me want to say that my favorite era of Nas is mature Nas, because not only for myself, like as in personal enjoyment, but for him as well, right? Because this is a man who's at peace. His mom's already, you know, passed away for years, since like 2002 or some shit like that. He's already taken, you know, his wins or losses depending on how you view his beef with Jay-Z. He's a mature man. He's looking out for rappers, you know, up and coming rappers, you know, losers like me type shit. So I'm inclined to say my favorite era of Nas is this one, because it's also the healthiest Nas we've ever seen, right? He's matured gracefully. So I don't know, but man, shouts out to you, because man, it might be my least favorite song so far, but that just speaks not to the detriment of this song, but that just speaks to the quality of the album so far, because 5 songs in, and this could be a highlight on any other album. So like, that just says a lot about this album. Let's keep going. Alright, track 6, Never Die, featuring Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's had like a little run.
We ain't gonna never die. We ain't gonna never die. Yeah. We ain't gonna. We ain't gonna never die. Icons in real time. Why did I wait this long to let y'all in my ill mind? I think the hate was strong, so I went to a chill vibe. Could never say goodbye. I let my skill cry, let my soul bleed. inside a rose wearing rosaries. Homie, I love the new NY, cause I'm the new NY and the old NY at the same time. I always hit the last shot when it's game time. That Jordan Kobe Braun talk, take a long walk. You might start to understand what I'm putting on for. I left more flows in Pro 2 sessions than you ever thought of with old school methods. But what you hearing is the present day, over breaks and samples of New York and WA. The brand Nubians, NAS and Wayne. Don't threaten me with a good time, we here to stay. Nasty, they don't make them like me. Mask up, all black, like a Pooh Shiesty. Swoop through, I'm like Detroit Red in the Zoot suit. Loose screws, any great challenges, I find a loop through. Loopholes, why they treat me so bad, Club Nouveau. Damn, the times we living in is crucial. This my Tom Cruise flow. Top Gun, they too slow. Computers ain't fast enough to keep up with Nasty, cuz we ain't gonna never die.
That was a great verse. This nigga. Bro, I don't know what to say.
We ain't gonna never die. We ain't gonna never die. We ain't gonna never die. Icons of real time. Icons of real time. We ain't gonna never die.
Icons, stepping on pythons, spitting that cayenne, eat shit like Zion, peeking at the skyline, reaching for the stars like I'm reaching for the pylon. I seen you on the sideline, you need to walk a fine line, need to read the guidelines instead of reading the timelines, where everybody like line, nobody flow like mine. I'm sunning these niggas, got me coaching niggas like prime, tongue I never bite mine, got dough like taekwondo. To spend all this money, I'ma have to spend a lifetime. You broke, can't even buy time, should throw niggas a lifeline. You know money on my mind, and I be on your wife mind. I hit her with the pipe bomb, then pass it down the pipeline, but actually we quite fine. Diamonds on the sparkling and splashing like some white wine. They love me in the nighttime, they hate me when the light shine. Shots I got 100, and problems I got 99. Boo got it by Ryan, take off with no flight time. Bad bitch on the passenger side, she don't even like flying. Booty soft as nightline, you niggas small as my crime. I got a black Nina that get nasty as a white blind. Low credit, high crime, open mind, tight rhymes. When they hit my lines, these rappers gotta catch up like Hines. Weezy in my slime knives, ain't nobody like eyes. Like bygones, gotta let icons be icons. Hi moms. Hi moms. Hi moms.
This nigga, both of these niggas fucking spaz. Alright, that was Never Die featuring Lil Wayne. I mean, again, they ain't never gonna die, right? Like I said, Nas is always gonna be immortalized. I already talked about that with like the Ozark line, so I'm not even gonna get into it like that. I like how he keeps saying ill mind. It just makes me think of Illmatic. I feel like, again, that's a through line, that's a thesis of this album. I feel like maybe Nas, in between Magic 2 and Magic 3, maybe he was like really going back and listening to his old shit and reminiscing, because this sounds like nasty Nas. This sounds like broke Nas. I'm not saying like content wise, I'm saying like hunger wise, because obviously, you know, nasty Nas was a lot more vicious and shit. Like this Nas is more wiser and richer, you know. I like how he says, I love the new New York because I'm the new New York and the old New York at the same time. Because, I mean, obviously, I left more flows in Pro Tools sessions than you ever thought of old school methods. Like, that speaks for itself, man. I love that Nas always consistently, you know, bigs up his OGs, because as great as Nas is and as different as he is compared to the people he shouts out, he always shouts them out, right? Like, I think this is better than anything NWA's done. Not anything, because I mean, Dope Man and fucking Boys in the Hood and shit like that. But like, you know, if someone who doesn't know hip hop, I play them both, they might say, you know, this is better than the brand new being in NWA and shit like that. But he still mentions them, you know, and there's something to be said about being influenced by people but not sounding nothing like them, right? Like, I can't really speak to testament to that, because like, every song I've released, you could tell who inspired it. You could tell when I was in my Pusha T bag, when I was in my Gunna bag, when like, whereas Nas, you know, he sounds nothing like his heroes. You know, like, this nigga sound, well, you know, he had comparisons to Rakim, but he's coming to his own a long time ago, you know? But he sounds nothing like someone like, what's his name? Like, Slick Rick and Big Daddy Kane. You know, he just doesn't. I like the way he rhymed. Computers ain't fast enough to keep up with nasty, cuz like it's pretty good. And then Lil Wayne, his rhyme scheme was fucking tight. How he just kept rhyming the whole verse. I on Python, Skylon, Pylon, Fine Line, Timelines, Flow, Light Mine, Prime Time, like you know, a little quick funny bar. I got dough like Taekwondo. That was pretty funny. And I also like just because like the way it was rhyming, but I really liked it when he was like, booty soft as nylon, you niggas small as micron. Like just the way it was just cool. And then this was low key like a funny dad bar. Like I was like, it's not the best, but it was. But in terms of the rhyme scheme, it was cool. But on its own, it's like when he's like, when they hear my lines, these rappers gotta catch up like Heinz. Like I'm like, you get a pass for it, but like, and I like how he used Nas to rhyme. How he's like Weezy at my slime, Nas ain't nobody like us. Like just the way he was wording it was tight, man. Another great song, man. Let's keep going. I fucked up. I have recorded, well, not really. I thought I was recording my reaction to track 7, Pretty Young Girl. Turns out I wasn't recording shit. Not for this song anyways. I recorded the rest. I made sure of that. But I didn't record my reaction to Pretty Young Girl because I'm a little retarded. So, I mean, I would have loved for y'all to see my reaction to it because I really liked the song. It was fucking dope. But basically all I said was, Nas, you're fucking thirsty. In the best way possible. But yeah, man, the song was dope. Let's just keep going because, man, if I keep dwelling on like, oh, I wish I would have recorded it, like I'm gonna just get more heated with myself. So whatever, we'll just go straight to track 8, based on true events. So this one has 2 parts, right? There's part 1 and part 2, right? Yeah, okay. So there's part 1 and 2. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna pause in between. I'm gonna just let them play back to back. So we'll see right now. Man, my bad though, man. It sucks whenever you fucking think you're recording and you're not recording. Whatever. I'm not. Whatever. It happened. Whatever. This is based on true events, part 1.
Yeah. Me and her is cool, but she hung with dudes, girl. And dude is cool, but he live how fools live when two spit. He's in the middle of it, little nigga shit. And I bet my chick be sharing our news, telling his girl when I told her about my power moves, you know, showing off. Showed her the Chloe I bought her, they both with flaws. Her friends shining, friend said she got broke off with more diamonds. They go to Allen's, then they post pictures. I search her friend name, her page come up. She with a dude, I said I know this nigga. Then I showed old girl. Do you know this nigga? Look closer for real. You ever met this guy? I told her zoom in tighter. She said we met one time. Private investigator shit. Yeah. Me and dude alright, seen him on the scene a few nights. Little chain, bracelets, nothing crazy, something light. Introduce himself to me, tough act, but he's a goofy, he hype. Impressing ladies with his vest on tight, like he a target, a marked man, or perhaps hard to kill. But you attract what you fear and you ask for real. My girl says, why you ask about him? Back to the problem, can't tell her it's an unsolved murder. Never mind it, forever find it strange, she says. First you excited, then you silent, something has changed, she says. I said I knew a guy and he had a beautiful mind, and who would've knew he would die and they rule it a suicide. But that guy in the picture sometime will ride with my nigga. Rest in peace, $500,000, a god amongst niggas. Was it self-inflicted? Somebody came to get you? Maybe I'm paranoid, something sabotaging the path you was on. But you passed on, you left us your scriptures. I'm in the whip playing your songs. Then I saw your face, still remember when I brought you to LA and we performed on Keenan Ivory Wayne's. And your light remains, rest up to TJ. Let's have it, brother, kill a black in a similar way. I used to call down to the crib, you would answer the phone, and years later you in shootouts with some of my mans with the chrome. Wow, so foul. How the projects turn to a war zone. This is the place we call home. Drama, homicide, suicide in our father's eyes. We programmed to survive, but it's love that we don't prioritize. Speaking of love, it was me and her. It was up between me and Shorty. We crushed. I felt she was sent from above. That kind of combo with her is finally gone. I don't call her no more. We ain't talking no more. We ain't talking, we ain't talking, we ain't talking, we ain't talking, we ain't talking.
It was just powerful. I'm gonna just say that. I'm not gonna break it down, as I said.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was masterful storytelling.
1, 2.
The beat is fucking clean on this song.
Strange out here. Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah.
Chapter 1.
Fresh cut, line up his hair clean. It's not a fair game. Can't trust how they moving. His solitaire chain. His bust down Cuban whipping the Rari truck. Us down the music. He got a call that was confusing. Heard this kid said in front of that dude something that never happened. Something being perceived like it's beef, but the street gossip is nothing. They bought no cash and hung up the phone. He could tell by the sound of his tone. Next time we see him, it might have to be on. 4 seasons with the heaters. He pulling in Valet. He playing Jackson 5 Maria, pouring good burgundy, drinking wine by the liter. $1 million idea, son a thinker, but he's surrounded by negative peers. Minds of 7th graders, several haters, several losses. Had to get his weight up. Happy belated, gorgeous. He sent the text to his ex. Her tattooed chest where her necklace rests. She covered his name, thinking to himself, no other girl could love him the same. She replied, we still celebrating, come out to Spain. He jumped right on the plane. He had bright orange leather luggage when he arrived at the world's oldest restaurant. Since 1725, Madrid was live. Looking in this woman's eyes, looking where his name used to be, now covered with butterflies. Had a few Spanish connects from touching pies. Just to summarize, he knew a couple guys who had a couple ties to make the shipment touchdown safe. Secured the situation, told Shorty I'm out, babe.
End of chapter 1. Chapter 2.
Nigga plotting on the plane, crunching the numbers, thinking how this move gonna help him fuck up the summer. Told his dog who to meet and what he picking up from him. Dog said, we solid, I got you, nigga, we bubbling. Since Jamila out in Queens used to have him living lovely. She sat down and didn't sing. She got out, he had her comfy, thinking about copping that fly estate with 5 acres. 3 hours from JFK, watching Knicks versus Lakers. When the game was over, he dozed off. When he landed, his man wouldn't answer his phone calls. Did he take it or is he locked behind a stone wall? Did the feds waiting undercover patrol cars? Try to tell himself not to panic, don't go so far. But what's the law of averages when you done broke laws? He had to do the math of this, he can't take no loss. Keeping his poise, at the end of the day, he know that he can trust in his boys.
Chapter 3.
Bag his claim, hurry the fuck up. Ask the TSA, is that conveyor belt stuck or what? What's the delay? Satan's work, hoping the devil don't fuck up his day. He had to factor in the facts when it came to the play. He remembered his face last time he was low in his safe. Heard him say, you ain't the only rich nigga who in this place. Fuck trying to relax. He had to pull up everywhere that this nigga be at. Said it ain't like my nigga, no he ain't dip with the stash. Hold on, I'm almost at the climax. Shots ring out, sounding like some loud hi-hats. His dog got popped at the place of the transaction. Dudes from Spain set him up, straight flattened on Flatbush Avenue, a restaurant in the back room. They took the money and drugs and shot him in his half moon. Doing my homework on IG. Under his last picture says RIP.
Man, based on true events, part 1 and 2 are fucking phenomenal. Like, I get why they're called 1 and 2, because like the structure is the same. It's just one constant story, right? And the beats sound similar as well. I'm not really a fan that they were back to back, because it's not like they continue the same story or something like that. But that's like a nitpick. That does nothing. But man, I'm not gonna say nothing at all. I'm not even gonna break down the bars. I'm gonna just talk about Nas's actual ability to tell stories. Like, he's been consistently praised as the best storyteller in rap. And to be honest, if Big L didn't get killed, I would say the only person who could touch Nas is Big L, because you got to hear Casualties of a Dice Game, and there's another one. There's another one where his girl's cheating on him. There's 2 of them. Fuck. And that sucks because Big L's one of my favorite rappers, but just the title of the song's not coming to me right now. But all that to say, say for Big L, I don't think anyone's touching Nas in storytelling. You know, you could, like, it's Nas, and then the tier below him is Big L, Kendrick Lamar, and then a tier, and then a tier below that would be people like MF Doom and shit. But man, just the way he's able to talk about intricate stories and just the little details he puts into the songs with no ad-libs, right? Like, he's not, the details you're not getting them from the ad-libs. He's telling you an explicit detail. It's almost like a really, 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 really engrossing version of an audio book when Nas does his like storytelling shit. Obviously, the best example, the ones everyone's gonna say, is Rewind. The way he's able to tell the whole story backwards, like how he's like what does he say? Something about like she would hit the she stopped sucking his dick, the cum flew back in his dick. Like, that's like the way he's able to do that imagery of rewinding. This thing is genius. But no, that's a different song. But man, just the way he's able to weave whole intricate stories and really make it sound like a Francis Ford Coppola film or a Scorsese flick. Like, he truly is that of hip hop. He's truly like Scorsese of hip hop. Man, shouts out to Nas, because it is writing. This is writing, and to be honest, he's one of the greatest writers ever. Poets, whatever you want to call him. Fuck Shakespeare, nigga, is Nas. You know what I mean? Kind of like Kanye said, I'm the modern Shakespeare. Nigga, that's Nas. This nigga's giving us whole intricate stories that are fucking bangers at that. And let's just keep going, because this was fucking perfect. We're basically 2/3 of the album in with track 10, Sitting With My Thoughts. This is one of the ones I said I was excited for.
To OGs and young bosses, we bounce back when we take losses.
Hey, hit. How we gonna lose with shit like this, my nigga?
I once too was a young boy wildin' on tour, running with some of the wildest youngers out of New York. Met some more in Baton Rouge, used to wow how they talk. 19, my girl was pregnant, had to sit with my thoughts. Sit with my thoughts. I had to sit with my thoughts. My family was my motivation, focus on the elevation. I'm attracted, not chasing. We ain't scared of niggas, we rare than niggas. Broke chain, hanging diamonds independent. I am independent, she wrote a comment, they pinned it. It got to my attention, we could go viral in minutes. Aspire to win it, I'm spiraling in it. Flip sides of the coin, that's life in the business. Flip publishing, it goes to the highest of bidders. I got them bitter, lows of a winner. That should come with being great, there's a lot on my plate. Never broke again, I'm blacker than the NBA. ESPN couldn't cover all of my highlights. Look at this money machine, I love what it sound like. And Nipsey would've loved that I'm working with Hit. He might've took me to 6-0 and turned me a crip. It's all money in, XO in my cup, I'm sitting with my thoughts again. Yeah. To OGs and young bosses, we bounce back when we take losses. I pray we all get prayed for. I pray we all can make more. Whole time writing this, I'm typing some people back who need me to get them in places. Type of shit is that? I'm a concierge for most people I know. I'm in the studio with Hit, cash out for my folks. I love it. That shit come with being great, is a lot on my plate. I would give it all away for a smile on their face. Shout out to rappers who inspired me in my beginnings, who I inspired right back when they pen was dwindling. Sitting with my thoughts, thinking what it costs for peace of mind. I go crazy if I couldn't rhyme. I finally took time to drop constant releases. I finally put me first, the intro on the sequence. Don't need a new assistant, I'm just too persistent. Officially efficient, I see it through to the finish. So complete, I'm not a control freak. Personal chef flow, I make sure that we all eat. To OGs and young bosses, we bounce back when we take losses. I pray we all get prayed for. I pray we all can make more. To OGs and young bosses, we bounce back when we take losses. I pray we all get prayed for. I pray we all can make more.
That second verse, man, that combined with the beat and just the whole mood of the song, man. He said, whole time I'm writing this, I'm typing some people back who need me to get them in places. Type of shit is that? I'm a concierge for most people I know. I'm in the studio with Hit, Cash App, and my folks. That shit comes with being great. It's a lot of my plate. Like, just the way he's talking about, like, having to help people and shit. Almost remind me of, like, when Isaiah Rashad's like, a nigga made it back home. Pocket full of money, goddamn. They might smile when they see you, a nigga made it back. You know, so it's, like, giving me that type of feeling, you know? And the way he... See, because the way he loves hip-hop. See, that's why I put Nas in such a high pedestal, because he's not just a rap nigga. He's a rapper, nigga. You know, like, he's rap. Like, the way he's not just saying hip-hop saved me. Nah, it's so authentic how he's like, shouts out to rappers who inspired me in the beginning, who I inspired right back when their pen was dwindling. Because, you know, they all, for lack of a better word, they all fell off. All the heroes, they fell off. As I mentioned it. Rakim, Slick Rick, Cool G. Like, not that they fell off skill-wise. Not all of them. But some of them, their fame wasn't the same or whatever. Like he said, when the pen was dwindling, he sparked that fire. And not just on them, on even people who he didn't inspire him, like me. He gave us that shot of agenda, like, fuck it, man, like, Nas just dropped, like, fuck it, like, you heard that new Nas? Like, nigga, I gotta get my game up. I actually talked about basically this earlier in the reaction, but, and look, see, like, it's not just I'm a rapper, see, like, it's a way of life. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying about Nas, like, how he's saying, for peace of mind, I'd go crazy if I couldn't rhyme. I finally took time to drop constant releases. I finally put me first. The intro on the sequence. Like, holy shit. Like, the way he's talking about it, right? It's kind of like when fighters say they have to fight. Like, you know, this man, you could tell it truly is for the love of the game. And, you know, like that one fool from like Mekhi Phifer in that one movie when he's like, I love the game. A nigga like me, I love the game. That's how I see Nas, because this is a man, again, this man is a millionaire. This man is 50 years old. He's done. Like, he's done everything you could do. He's a legend. If he had just stopped with Illmatic, he would have been the god, you know? And truthfully, with all the time he puts into touring, recording the music, writing the music, like, he probably could have done something that would have made him more money, but it wouldn't have brought him the same peace of mind as if he was rapping, you know? And that's what I mean by it truly is authentic. It's real passion, and you could hear the passion. You could hear that this is truly music, not for the sake of a label or because I need a check. No, this is like, this actually is what lets me live. This is like, what else is there to say? The beat was phenomenal. I love how the Nipsey Hussle sample gets used in a song that mentions him, you know. But real quick about that, like, I'm not even speaking about the man or just the reason I throw CK is because, like, I'm from around the way and we beef it with Crips. We call them crabs. Like, I ain't trying to disrespect Nipsey or Nas or the song. Like, some of y'all might get heated. Some of y'all are probably crabs. But, like, that's just a matter of fact. Like, we beef it with crabs. Like, my whole life, like, I'm from Long Beach. Like, we really done, you know, with crabs. So, that was my only issue with the song. But it's really not an issue. It's just more like, I just don't like crabs. That's just about it. Like, I don't know. I mean, I listen to crabs like Sci-Hi and Dave East, but, like, it's a different, right? Because I don't really know those type of Crips, right? Like, New York Crips, like, they ain't real crabs, you know? Like, they're crabs, but, like, they ain't from here, you know? Whereas, like, it'd be different. It was some bullshit like Jabba Loke. He's, like, some whack-ass crab from Long Beach. Who, like, I guess he was fucking with Snoop Dogg, and, like, Snoop Dogg dropped that nigga. The stuff like that, even, like, Vince Staples, like, I have problem with Crip staples, cause like nigga, you swear like Long Beach is run by crabs. Like your hood is lames. Y'all some nachos. Like whatever. I'm not even gonna get into that, cause I'm not talking about Vince's artistry. I'm talking about like it's just street politics. So that was my if y'all see me throw a CKs, I just had to, cause like I don't give a fuck about crabs. but that has no bearing on like Nipsey Hussle and what he was doing, and that has no bearing on like the authenticity of the music. But some of y'all still gonna misinterpret this shit and probably be like, suck a dick. But I mean, right back at you, nigga. Fuck you. Let's keep going. Track 11, Blue Bentley.
I'm feeling sad.
I won't deny it. Two girls, same city, both wanna stay with me. I bought the plane ticket, say my life ain't litty. Say my life ain't litty. 2-story high ceilings, 2-door blue Bentley. Zero Bond said the women gon' be deep tonight. I probably spent 150 Jesus light. Chain walking on water like Jesus Christ. Should I do the Gators Nike so Adidas stripes? It's been a good day, but tonight we going bad. Whole squad calls a terror, shout to Joey Crack. This a different lifestyle, how long can you last? She wanna come with me, it depend on how she act. I'm different, we don't bank at the same bank. Shorty know she good when she with me, it's a safe place. For real, I can only send a low if you won't tell. I can alley-oop your whole career cause I'm known well. When she lands, she let the whole city know. Then hit the room and send me a twerk video. She be all on a gritty flow, met her headed to Coachella and Indio. Other one had a B&B, she 50 though. In my business, they wanna stick their nose. Think I'm wildin' like Deuce Bigelow.
I'm just not
Mel
into
Gigolo,
this type
I'm a
of music,
gentleman.
but
Open the
not
car
that.
door,
It's
holding
not what
hands.
I'm
They
into.
both hit my line, I might crush them like soda cans. Two girls,
not
same
that.
city, both wanna
It's just-
stay with me. I bought the
This
plane
is
ticket,
definitely
say my
probably
life
like
ain't litty.
on the lower end of my enjoyment.
Say
for
my
this
life
album.
ain't
But
litty.
it's, again,
2-story
it's not
high
a bad
ceilings,
song.
2-door
I'm
blue
just-
Bentley.
I've never been
She
into
ready,
like
she sending necklace through the text.
songs about
Is your
women
ex
in hip-hop,
territorial?
like,
Cause yo, I
I wanna
call it
hear about
next.
niggas
Put it down
dying.
to LES. Two-tone Maybach, it's a 580S. Two girls, same city, both wanna stay with me. I bought the plane ticket, say my life ain't litty. Don't say it was all of my fault, just cause your girl left you. She be comparing us both, she know I'm more special. And she trying to show me the text thread, said you looking desperate. I made the exit, my favorite found a shirt from my new one inside the bedspread. Asked me who it was, I said it was a girl I just met. I can't be your lover, I leave their head fucked up like none other. Coyle Ray says girls is players too. That's why I do them how I do them, then I'm making a move. I guess soon I'll be jumping the broom. Until then, keep them coming in twos. I'll be right here when the dating climate improves. These days, some girls be slimy as you.
Alright, that was Blue Bentley. As I said, I'm not really one for like women songs and hip hop. It's just not my thing. I'm just not into that, like every second, every minute. I'm just not into that type of shit. Like, or the in the studio, baby. That's just not my type of shit. I don't know. I just don't like that type of shit. So there's a cool song, but I feel like personally Nas could have done more like that. Like that one other song. That which one was it that he also did kind of like some shit. Like Pretty Young Girl, that was fire. That's how you should do it. But fuck, I'm trying to think of this other song that he did. Or well, whatever. Because now I'll be stuck here thinking about it all the time. But I mean, like I said, it's just not what I'm into. But it's good. The beat's good. The mixing's okay. Nas is he's not saying anything like terrible. You know, it's just cool, but it's just not for me. So off that alone, I would say it's my least favorite, but take it with a grain of salt because I'm just not into that kind of music. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's keep going. Oh yeah, where before we keep going, that's the song I was thinking of. Is this Sunday? Oh, Brunch on Sundays. Brunch on Sunday. Yeah, she smoked the hookah and like that's how it should have been done. That song's tight. So, but I don't know. It's just I don't know the whole vibe of Blue Bentley. I just wasn't digging it. But again, it's not bad. With that being said, let's go to Jodeci Member, which has me worried because isn't Jodeci like an R&B group? I don't know what they are or who is Jodeci? What is Jodeci? I don't know. I'll find out. Track 12, Jodeci Member. Hey, I know this
like
sample.
a nigga theme music.
The intro, this nigga's dope.
I flex, I found someone she text. Account number, no sex. I bounce on her, not yet. But while summer, I bet I get my next child from her. Have a baby by me, playing as loud as I want her. My checks stay pal running over. Older guys be mad like I stole their lives. Some of these young boys tight, like I had their wives. Realize that's not real, it's only in your mind. The real recognize, real type of time. Real man ain't supposed to be in his feelings. That's a crime half the time. I pay attention to all these rappers lying. Real man ain't supposed to be posting up all the time. I take something you slept on and make it mine. I hit the party scene, they thought I was Devontae Swing. My introduction to that name, they thought I was a Jodeci member. Now when I stroll through the center, I'm looking more like an owner opposed to a beginner. She need to try the winner. Vibes only. Try me like new shoes, try me like new clothes, a color you never wore. Try me like vegan food, I'll show you what we could do. So you ain't sad no more, I love you ain't have before. Try me, try me, try me, try me. I'll show you. I'll surely show you. Keep 20s on you, not 100, you spend less. A balance like a one wheel, unicyclist uphill, inclining up the Eiffel and shit. One lady told me cut my hair, one lady liking my twist. When shorty said that I should put her on a stifling hit. Anytime I feel, instead I said she could sell natural diet pills with an acquired skill, she might hit a lick. Put a fine girl in the studio, you might get a hit. They just like us, snipers. Who the slickest, quickest? It's a cycle. Trying's just a beginning. Witness the good dude who wouldn't try enough. Gang could've had it all. Denim and leather, no bike club, but tatted arms. Try me like staying off your phone with some real shit going on. Try me like some threads in the fitting room. Try me like putting new art on the wall in the living room. Saturday morning vacuum, trying out a new rap tune. Vibes only. Try me like new shoes, try me like new clothes, a color you never wore. Try me like vegan food, I'll show you what we can do. So you ain't sad no more, I love you ain't have before. Try me, try me.
I know this sample, dog. I've rapped to this. I know what it is. I'm trying to think.
Show you.
I know this sample. I'm trying to think. That was phenomenal. That's how you do like a girl song. Like that was fucking phenomenal. Really, because the beat, like I think the beat does a lot for me in terms of like women music, like right? Because I like Ice Cream. I love Ice Cream because the beat's fucking hard. Like dun dun dun. All these rap niggas get all up in your guts. Like you know that song's fucking hard. And same thing with this, right? Like same thing with brunch on Sundays and shit like that. Like it's the beat, right? Like the last one, it was like a not stereotypical, but it was like a regular old trap beat. Whereas this, it had that clean sample, that old school sample. I know the sample. I'm telling y'all, I rapped over that shit. The dun 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 dun. Watch, I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. I'll probably rap over this shit just to show y'all, cause I have it somewhere. But yeah, man, this shit was fucking amazing. I'm not gonna say a lot on the lyrics, cause I feel like the video's getting a little long. But just, man, I really like this bar. It's fucking tight. Put a fine girl in the studio, you might get a hit. Obviously, like you might be influenced by the chick to like make a banger, but at the same time, you know, you might get a hit, like you might fuck. That's tight. Like this thing is fuck, bro. I can't keep saying it, but just he's him. I don't know what other words to use. Unicycle is uphill, inclining up the Eiffel and shit. One lady told me to cut my hair. One lady liking my twist. I mean, some people, I'm not gonna say names, but some people told me to shave my beard, while others really love playing with it. But I'm not even gonna get into that. So Nas, I know what you're saying. I feel you, nigga. I'm with you. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's head to the last one of the album. So because it was really fucking racking my brain. I'm telling y'all, I knew the sample for Jodeci Member, the Member, right? I knew it. I kept saying in the reaction, I knew it. And it was, I couldn't get it out of my fucking head. So I had to figure out what it was. And I knew that I knew it. And just like I told you, I rapped over it because I did. And I released a song. It's called, it's one of my first ever songs. So the mixing is terrible. I have to remaster it. I have to redo it. But if you ever do get curious, go to my music page and look up Swangin'. Look up Swangin' by Chips on my music page. On my music channel, whatever. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Look, matter of fact, I'm going to do that shit live. Watch. So, keep this in mind, right? Here's the beat, right? Here's Jodeci Member, right?
Like a nigga theme music.
Right? Just keep it in mind. Just keep it in mind.
I flex, I found someone she text. Account number, no sex. I bounced on her, not yet. But while summer, I bet I get my next child from her. Have a baby by me, playing as loud as I want her. My checks, they pal running over. Older guys be mad like.
Alright, keep that in mind. Check this out. Just watch. Just watch what I'm talking about. Watch. Matter of fact, I'll do the verse. Watch. I'll do this shit live. I have it recorded though, watch. But it's not done. Like, I mean, it is done, but it was so shitty, like the mixing and shit. Watch. See, you hear it? I know y'all hear it. That's the same sample. Watch.
Yeah, I keep my swagger for swaps when niggas gon' hammer. Pull the swammy, I'm thuggin' only with family. I pay my thoughts with the mandible. Calm man, you soft, you read the gangster. Manual dog, you know it's no snitching. I know what you thinking. Why uphold this tradition? Why they blow fight extradition? Why was bro in the fishing boat with affliction? A harmless little nigga cope, but the vision seem harmless, my nigga. But the code's rigged for all those who nig, Latin to the bone. But maggots the home, too many maggots at home. All these ghost spiders, it's Attack of the Clones. I was willed to the way like Sam blasting a stone. The effects ain't immediate, meaning I ain't seen it then. But back to the ghost, he wanna be my friend. Babylon is Zion, where do you reside? If you can see within, can see the men, can see the winners. Chippie Rick, yeah, hold on the riches, never teach them to fish. Extracurricular thinking, need a tune up like Trish. Eat all the food from the dish. Chippie seminar, chew through, don't let it spoil on you. Reclusive, a bitch, so cherish the tools and the fuse and spit just some rules and some tips. You don't get the full image, cause dudes is eclipse. There's enough room for they loopers and clips. I'm out the loop of this shit, nah. I'm about to loop of this shit, lubing the clip, colluding the hit, politicking in the sky like pooling in blimps. Short change niggas, I don't compute with your blimps. I'm the whole dollar, y'all moving in pips. Gotta improve with the pen, the proof is in your spins. Sales ain't everything, but niggas don't know your name, so figures ain't in my range. Had it before that, have it after the fact. I need the underground fast, so pass the pamphlet to the back. I don't look back, cause that shit black ain't nothing there but darkness. Wrist whipping the pump, looking like I got Parkins. Lyrical Lamborghini, this is where I park, bitch.
Yeah. See, now that was, I fucked up a lot. And the mixing is gonna sound ass cause I'm doing this shit live, you know. But all in one take Jake. So like, just so y'all can hear it, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? It's not just me, right? You hear it, right? That's the same sample, except I did it better than Nas. Nah, I'm joking. That's one each for interpretation. But so for the people that never heard my music, and or you're probably like, man, this nigga's a rapper and he wants to criticize rappers. Well, there you go. You yourself, you could criticize me. You could compare me to Nas and see what you think. But that's just what I wrote for that. If you want, again, like I said, if you want to hear like a shitty studio version, then go to my music channel. I'll probably have it somewhere linked. It's probably in my channel bio or something, but just, I'm telling y'all, I rapped over it. And I would like to think I rap better than Nas. The production's better, like Hitboy, but I mean, I'm supposed to think I'm the best, you feel me? That's the whole goal of it, so, yeah. I think you're seeing me with different hair, different clothes. Why? Why is that? Well, I got high yesterday. I had to go pick up my friend. I got high and I was like, man, you know what? I'll just save the rest of the reaction for tomorrow. Usually, I mean, y'all know, I don't really like disrespecting the album. I like hearing it in one go, but like, it already happened. What do you want me to tell you? So yeah, so different hair, different clothing, different day. Plus, we only have about 3 songs left, right? Track 13, 14, 15. So yeah, 3 songs. And it's pretty good that I ended it off with me rapping, because like, I don't know, I guess look at that as an interlude, because it's not either way. Look, it's not like this album has important sequencing, at least so far. I mean, I'll be astonished if the last 3 songs have like an important sequence to them. The only one that really matters that would be kind of like a bitch move if I cut off during Based on True Events 1 and 2, because I feel like if I would have stopped there, it would be bad, because obviously they go back one after the other. With that being said, let's head into one of the songs I'm very hyped for. Probably the song I'm most excited for is Speechless Part 2, because Speechless Part 1 is fucking crazy. Alright, let's get into it. Speechless Part 2. This isn't what I thought it would be.
It's coming up, right?
At all.
Yo,
I thought it was gonna be more hardcore.
Yeah. Y'all should drug testers. My guess is I won't be on your guest list. I'm unimpressed with doing press kids. I'm good on looking desperate. I'm on the intersection exit, just missed a pedestrian. Been etched in stone for years and still I got room for perfection. Sometimes I random check it just to see if I still got it. To see it is still shocking. Was lost for words. I be lost for words. Still selling out arenas and of course some merch. Got my Emmy nomination, I directed my first docu-series. The EGOT is near me. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, this is not no theory. Pouring bottles of Hennessy, got me talking choppy. Over sample chops from Chauncey, I'm lost for words. Was lost for words. My mom told me clean the room, never shop with saving son. Great to have it now, but when it triple shot to death, I had a key around my neck on a string. A curfew guess, a time to be back at my rest. And my peers I would protect. There was pee all on the steps, slipped when our sneakers got wet. Scared to grab that tech, but I had to get my respect. I was lost for words. My guess is someone to replace your soul. AI is only here to replicate and control. Imitating the original, then graft them a mold of the binary code. It's your patterns they stole. This my tactical flow, the one they can't redesign. You could redo the voice, but you could never read my mind.
Again, this nigga's rapping.
Was lost for words. These times got me lost for words. That says a lot for a wordsmith. From the free cheese line to Prezi Watts is my first shit. My old earth left, and she was here since my first steps. Then from my first words, I asked her where was my work desk. To put rulers to paper, draw measurements, use them later. Punch numbers and calculators. I'm happy to say I made it. Lost for words, I'm speechless. I'm lost for words at the state of my nation's consciousness. Either you woke or nationalist is the politics. I'm lost for words for black babies with low confidence. You could do it too if I win, says the optimist. You ever see a wordless book that does not exist? Say no more, I move letters like Don Cornelius. Rest in peace. Lost for words, I'm speechless.
This beat is fucking amazing. I'll save it right now for the end. Again, another Hitboy, you done it again. The only thing is, and this has nothing to do with the actual music, right? This is all me. I understand, whatever. I was just a little disappointed at first because it's a complete 180 from what Speechless 1 is, right? Speechless 1 is one of the most hardcore Nas beats I ever heard him rap on. This is one of Hitboy's most disgusting beats, and Nas is on some like just rap shit. And this one, you know, he's doing the same thing. He's rapping, but in a different way, right? The other one is more like on some, not some gangster shit, but I can't explain it. If you know, you know what I'm talking about if you've heard the songs, right? Like this one, and again, same thing I said about like the women tracks. Really hits really responsible for a lot of of the things I'm saying, because he controls the mood with the beats, right? Like Nas is gonna do Nas. He's gonna rap. He's gonna, you know, that nigga's gonna rap, you know, and he's gonna rap amazingly. Where Hit's the one who's really gonna determine the mood of the with his instrumental, the way he creates the beat, right? Because sometimes it could just be a simple loop at just lost for words and lost for words, right? And then boom, 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 boom. But then sometimes, you know, the beat could build up and then a beat switch and then another beat switch and then it on a fade out it changes. So that's what I mean by Hit really controls a lot of this, you know? But man, just getting past the fact that it's not Speechless 1, right? Like it's not that. The actual reason why it's called Speechless Part 2 is tight, right? Because, you know, the first one, I left them speechless, right? And now he's flipping it and he's saying he's speechless, right? He's at a loss for words. And at a loss for words because of everything he's rapping about, you know? And the way he's rhyming too, again, like just his crazy ass internal rhymes with the unimpressed to impressed kids, y'all looking desperate, intersection exit, just missed a pedestrian, been etched in. Like the way he rhymed etched in stone while still seamlessly like perfection, just like he says, and I still got room for perfection. And I mean that's for everyone. Like again, see, that's what I mean. That just leads credence to what I was saying, that Nas, the way he talks on a surface level, it sounds mad cocky. Like it's like, yo, who else is gonna sample themselves and talk about themselves in the fashion he does, you know? But time and time again, as I said, it's really not. That's just surface. But if you really listen, it's really not that. He just knows his body of work and what he's done, right? Like he's undeniable. That's like you're not gonna argue with him or with anyone that Illmatic is garbage. Like you're not doing that. You know, you're not. He is, you know, Emmy nominated. So he does have his Grammy. So all that talk, it's not really cocky, and all that to say, again, you know, he perfectly encapsulates what I'm talking about with the single line when he says, "Been etched in stone for years, and I still got room for perfection." He, again, this whole video that, you know, this whole reaction, he just eloquently summarized my whole reaction in that single line. Of course, like, yeah, he's been the God. You know, it's you can't deny it. He's him, but still, he could be a better him. You know, I mean, I find that hard to believe. Like, I know everyone still could improve, but like, how? Like, how do you get better from what he's done, right? Like, how do you surpass what he's doing on this album? I truly don't know. The only thing I could really think of is like changing up like the song structures and like maybe introducing singers and kind of going back to Life is Good type albums, because Life is Good had a lot of non-rap sections. It had a lot of progression and it had a lot of beautiful music moments, right? Like The World is an Addiction, the first one, the No Introduction. Like a lot of the songs had a whole bunch of beautiful parts where it was just the instrumental and it would build up and they sounded cinematic. So I feel like that's the only place he could go, because how does he get better in rapping? I can't really see him getting better as a rapper. Like, he's done it all. He laid the blueprint for that New York shit, and now he in the last album specifically, he's done that trap shit, you know, one mic, one gun. So like he's done the faster flows like Fuck Around Me, Joe Black, and like he's done that type of flow already. So like, what's left for him? I feel like the only thing you could like put a knock on him is saying, well, I mean, you haven't really done vibey SoundCloud type music yet, so I mean, there's another lane for you to perfect. But that's just not the type of rapper he is, and at 50 years old, I don't think we're gonna see him do that. But all that to say, like, I like how he's humble, how it's, you know, he might, you know, he'll still say like, yo, I got classics under my belt, but I'm still looking to be a better me. And that's really all it is. And that's like just quick comment on like really my views on life. That's what I always tell my homies and shit. Like, for me, yeah, I might fuck around and like be retarded and do some stupid shit, but in the back of my mind is still always, well, how could I be a better me? And better doesn't have to be, you know, like health wise. I could be better physically, I could be better mentally, I could be smarter, I could be richer. So, you know, it just better comes in multiple avenues is my point. But anyway, I mean, again, victory lap music, there's nothing much for me to say. I mean, I'm at a loss for words, you know? But this is an amazing line. These times got me at a loss for words, and that says a lot for a wordsmith. I don't even need to break that down. That's as clear as day what he's saying. Like, shit. And I smile right here because this is like some really relatable shit when he said, like when he's talking about, honestly, again, this is Illmatic Nas. Like, I'm telling you, he probably heard his old shit and was probably like, damn, like, I really came from that, you know? Because look, this reminds me of the type of nigga piss on your elevator, you know? when he said, there was pee all on the steps, slip when our sneakers got wet. Scared to grab the tech, but I had to get my respect. I was at a loss for words. So, like, again, pull a tech out the dresser. Police got me under pressure. Like, you know, this is all Illmatic Nas. If you think about it, this is really the definition of victory lap. He's taking it all back to Illmatic in a succinct way, in a beautiful manner, because he could have easily been corny and make Illmatic Part 2 and, like, try to, like, nostalgia and rose-tinted glasses his way into a classic. But instead, he chose to move forward and do kind of modern sounds, but still reflect and use the same imagery from his past work, specifically his first album, really his first two. Like, man. And then obviously, you know, I'm a computer scientist. In case y'all didn't know, I study computer science. Like, that's my education. That's what I'm studying currently. So I understood AI, original, control, replicate, binary code, patterns. All that's just computer science, basically, what he's saying. Kind of surface level, to be honest, because, like, he could have done a lot more, but that's not really a complaint. It's just I'm seeing at it from a computer scientist perspective, where I kind of know, I even know the languages, right? For anyone that is a computer scientist or knows about that, if you're wondering, my preferred language is CPP, C++. I've also dabbled in Java, so I like those two because that's what I use for school. But yeah, what do you want me to say? An amazing song. Let's finish it off. Alright, the final song I was excited for, Japanese Soul Bar. Like, that just sounds tight. I don't even know what's that supposed to sound like, but that just sounds cool. It almost gives me the imagery of, was it Paris, Tokyo by Lupe?
Cigars in the Japanese soul bar, drinking scotch till daybreak. KD3 had go bars, these vibranium can't break. That's the one, do music for fun, give deals to artists, pull up to the office. Yeah, I'm from the project, so quadruple in my youthful, so I could boost you. Unlimited game, I could shoot you. I own my masters now, but the reversions is crucial. I used to wonder, was they ever jerking the Juice Crew? Wanted dead or alive, should have been platinum 5 times. A young Russell, Rick Rubin, and Fly Ty ran the music biz. Andre Harrell saw the future is hip-hop. The Hermitage, hotel balcony, Louis flip-flops. Meetings in the mezzanine with production companies talking about me directing things. Said I needed CAA, instead I went to ICM. Said without an agency, all my chances might be slim. My humble beginnings ain't want my hunger diminish. I burn out in this game before I would run into millions. See, that's a major fumble, and I'm made for the jungles. So I called jungle, I said put away the bundles. Let's go. Truly, they gon' cry when they see this movie. I know dry eyes in the theater, the viewers are living through me. Been thinking about who could play me in Tokyo, Paradise or Bailey's. Karaoke, I'm participating, singing Barry White, that is. On a good night like this, how do I write like this? First of all, you gotta have a good life like this, a real life like this. Cigars in the Japanese soul bar, drinking scotch till daybreak. KD3 had go bars, these vibranium can't break. That's the one, do music for fun, make deals with artists. Pull up to the office, make deals with artists. Pull up to the office. Yeah. Konnichiwa. Yeah. Japanese soul bar. Red light bulbs, a turntable, record selection. Pictures and frames from those days. Soul music.
Somebody from Queens brought it live
His
tonight.
voice fucking crazy.
You see a lot of Bronx acts, a lot of Brooklyn acts, but you never see Queens acts in the fever, really. But Nasty Nas, one of the youngest artists out right now who's doing this thing, new artist, is keeping it live, keeping it real. And this is Nasty Nas and the whole Queensbridge Massive. Can I say that? Now, Nas, you have a different style. I know there's a lot of rappers out there who I'm sure you've looked up to over the years. But right now, a lot of new rappers and older rappers are looking up to you. How do you feel to be like a living prodigy?
I mean, it's a blessing. I'm a product of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? I'm a product of the old school and the newest of the new.
That's a beautiful quote for the end of the song. That honestly could feel like the end of the album, so I'm really wondering what he's gonna do for 1-800 Nas and Hit, because this run has been crazy. Speechless, Japanese Soul Bar. He just needs to end it with 1-800 Nas and Hit, which I'm pretty sure he will nail the landing. Because, man, that's same thing as I said with Pistols on your album cover, like on Magic 2. That truly sounded like the outro, because Nas has a beautiful way of really talking about his influences and like the way he came up and about the business, and like giving us really gems and trinkets and shit. And this is really, if you think about it, is really a sequel to Pistols on your album cover, like how he's talking about, you know, a young Russell, Rick Rubin, Fly Ty, Andre Hall, Lamage, Jungle, the Juice Crew, Wanted Dead or Alive. Like, it reminds me of Pistols on your album cover, just like BDP, you know. So again, this could have been a perfect outro, because he's really like painting like tight pictures that we think about, right? Like, damn, I used to wonder, was they ever jerking the Juice Crew? And then I feel like Wanted Dead or Alive, the way this line, the one with that one, I feel like it's a reference to Jay-Z, right? Like, where it's like, Reasonable Doubt, classic, shoulda went triple, right? When he's like, Wanted Dead or Alive, should have been platinum 5 times. And it should have, man. G-Rap is the shit, man. I love the Ill Street Blues. That song's one of my favorite songs. That shit's tight as fuck. Alright, man, like, and then this motherfucker, he always has a way of making me emotional. Like, when he said, and again, see, like, it might sound cocky, but the way he says it is fucking tight. When he's like, where'd he say it? Something about the movie. Or was that the last song? Oh, no, it is here. Look, yeah, see, look. Truly, they gonna cry when they see this movie. I know. No dry eyes in the theater. The viewers are living through me. Like, yes, nigga. Man, see, like, this fool, man. And then I love how he ends his verse. How do I write like this? First of all, you gotta live a good life like this, a real life like this. That's fucking tight. And yeah, man, like, to write like this Nas, you have to have lived a good life. You have to have been at the highs he's been at and remained at those highs, right? Like, you just don't drop 6 albums of Victory Lap without the victory, you know what I mean? So, I mean, shouts out to you, Nas. Let's see how you end this album, because this is fucking gold. I head into track 15, the last one also for Nas and Hit, which is fittingly titled 1-800 Nas and Hit. Please, just one song. That's all you need to make really not a classic, because a classic is dictated by who listened to it. But this has classic material, because Nas is fucking rapping his ass off. Come on, please, just nail the landing.
Brother, you've got to buy your own.
It would be so cool if Hit rapped on this song.
Yeah.
Because I know Hit raps too.
Yo, it's like the box sets, Star Wars, Fast and Furious franchises. 6 projects, 6 sagas, it's hood science. 4 a.m. infomercials telling you where to buy it. 1-800 Nas and Hit, all 6 like the greatest hits. No, my brother, you got to cop your own. Whether we did Diamond or Harley Soul, we did it for our soul. How about the VM Park by Neiman Marcus? Hope I don't see a snatch and grab. They shot for free, I pay the charges, straight up. If Huey was a rapper, he would say some wild things over a sample. Think about it. If Malcolm was a rapper, he would say some shit over the breaks, come out with neck snappers. I promise. They would be singing the same song as me, probably not killed by the CIA or the industry. No, where black hands be on black glocks, no backstabs or sad plots, we lit them rock. 1-800 Nas and Hit, don't call us with no politics. And when you talk to us, make sure you talk to us with common sense. This one is Goliath, big, leaped over a giant bridge, called my counterparts. I told them they gotta try this shit.
This is amazing.
Let's win. Let's win.
Every verse could be verse of the album.
Let's win. Finally killed the king disease. I see what a genius see. Unclutter your mind for once. Let me set the scenery. Put down the diamonds and blunts. Put down the wine and the cups. Put your ideas in play. It ain't what it seemed to be. Don't get stuck in the Hollywood shuffles. Did a show, they snuck in the trailer and stole a duffel. You thinking major, they thinking tiny, they tried to debo. Please don't remind me the reason I bought these Desert Eagles. Got Brian Isley age difference on my missus' wishes. Hit a store, the receipt look like a Christmas wish list. Cougars waist training, salute amazing, ain't it? Health, I praise it, single mom life, casual dating. I could put a love story on a silver screen, then put this song in the trailer, you see it in between. The nightly news and the shows you be watching on the sofa. She texts me, come over, let's play your discography. She in disbelief just from my 2020s run. I'm the inspiration, I ain't gotta look for none. This one is Goliath, big, leaped over a giant bridge, called my counterparts. I told them they gotta try this shit. We holding leadership conferences. Ha, yeah, for the hood, for the kids. Let's win. Let's win. Let's win. Let's win. Credits roll. 6 albums in how many years? When you're having fun, a crazy run, time flies, dial a number 1-800 Nas and Hit. That's 1-800 Nas and Hit. Leave us a message, let us know when y'all want us back again. We'll spin the block to be there for you.
I'm the call right now.
Hitboy on the boards, your man, the maestro himself, Mr. Jones. It's just natural, like that's what it gotta be. Shout the engineer, David Kim. I know we've been driving you crazy. You like, what, again? Another one? You just, when do y'all take a break? Shout out to Gabe, Big Double, Peter, my man Aunt Soleil. Could you ever imagine? Hey yo, shout to my man Big Hit, just came home. He already taking over the whole shit, you know. Shout out to C3, that's 3rd generation. He be in here going crazy in the studio, having fun, watching cartoons, playing video games while we recorded, vocaling. That's my man. Shout out Big Des and Night. It's all about the next generation. That's what we here for. The next generation. Of course, the Jung, the crew, the family. Big Left, Moto, Hive, Kavinsky, my geysers. Jay, what up? All my peeps. Yeah. I said highs. Yeah, let's hear it back. Hizimoto. Too many to name. M, the company. Exit, what up? Mass Appeal. Annie. Everybody. Thank you. Peace.
That was a nice end to the 6 album run. Nigga did 6 albums in 3 years, and not just like regular, whatever. Nah, these are like some of his best albums. Well, you're hearing it now, but I don't really like King's Disease 1, but like other than that, we're good. And this song honestly reminds me of the intro to Stillmatic, where he's like, and the credits roll, You know, so this reminds me of that. I love how he cracks it off with the, man, it's like the box set Star Wars, Fast and the Furious, 6 projects, 6 sagas, it's hood science. Oh man, we need Wu-Tang for that good old science, for the mathematics. Call 1-800 Nas and Hit and you'll get all 6 of the greatest hits. And that includes tracks like 1-800 Nas and Hit. You know, I would imagine it would have been cool if they would have did like a commercial like that and have this. And see, like I said, it's like the little shit that he does that makes us, that just like hit a store, the receipt look like a Christmas wish list. Like that's looking tight. Cougars waist training, salute, amazing, ain't it? Hey, this nigga's dumb as hell. Like, come on, man. Who else could say? She texts me, come over, let's play your discography. Like, this nigga, you know, he probably has fucked with his chain, with his QB chain on while bumping his own shit. This nigga's crazy. And just like her, the bitch texting him, we're in disbelief from his 2020 run. He's the inspiration, ain't gotta look for none. Like, man, I could go on and on and on. Man, I love the Huey Newton, Malcolm X, if they were rappers lines. Man, that was a really good outro, man. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy that was the outro. I would have been fine with Japanese Soul Bar, but it's cool that he ended off his 6 album run with this. The only thing is, I feel like to end off what's supposed to be your last album with Hitboy with this song isn't that good, because he says why it's called 1-800 Nas Hit. You know, Nas and Hit. He says, leave us a message. Let us know when y'all want us back again. We'll spin the block there just for you. So I feel like if he releases another album with Hitboy, it's gonna kind of make this song weaker, because it's not really a celebration of what they've done, right? Now it's gonna be like, well, one final album. I hope that makes sense. Either way though, this song was fucking amazing, and really the whole album. Let's get into the outro. I just want to finish this. We're doing the outro. My hair is all fucked up. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Nas. I don't know how the fuck you just consistently drop track after track, album after album of really some of your best work. Like, and that's the thing too. You have one of the best problems an artist can have, which is it's really hard to decide what's your best work. Like, yeah, I mean, for you it's kind of different, because like everyone, including me, is gonna say Illmatic's your best shit. But excluding Illmatic, second spot is fucking hard. What do you put? Godson, Stillmatic, It Was Written, Magic 1, Magic 3, Distant Relatives with Damian Marley, like Life Is Good as well. I wouldn't put Life Is Good because it has that fucking song Summer on Smash. I fucking hate that song, Nas. That's one of your legit worst songs. I fucking hate that song. Jesus Christ. You done fucked up putting that one there. But other than that, that album's fucking great. But whatever. Speaking about this album, come on. Let's get into the 4 C's real quick. Consistency. Was this album consistently great, consistently whack, or was it just on the same wavelength? 10 out of 10. This album was consistently 9s and 10s throughout the board. And I don't even know how we did it, like, you know, 5 albums in. Like, how you on your 6th album with the same producer and you drop your arguable best album from that run? I still think Magic 1 is his best, but that's just because I like that rap shit. But this had everything. He was rapping. He had women's songs. He had sick-ass beats. He had modern sounding shit. Like, this album, is fucking amazing. That's why he gets a 10 out of 10 for consistency, because it's mad consistent, dog. Cohesiveness. Was this album cohesive in its themes, the beats? Like, did something sound out of place, or did it feel like one cohesive project? And to be honest, the whole album feels like the cover art, and that leads a lot to cohesiveness. If your cover art could summarize your album by just looking at it, that says a lot for your album. And another 10 out of 10 for cohesiveness, because the themes were cohesive. He talked about hood shit. He talked about the come up. He talked about the people that inspire him. He talked about who he's inspiring. He talked about his longevity. Just everything was cohesive. The way the songs led into one another was cohesive. The beats were cohesively on the same wavelength, sounding vintage with samples, but still having that modern edge to them. So another 10 out of 10. Creativity. Was this album creative? Again, another 10 out of 10. His flows were creative. The beats were creative. The topics were creative. The way he was saying them were creative. The bars were fucking insane. You would think a nigga who's 50 years old, more than 20 years in the game, I don't know, 10 plus albums in, you would think, you know, he's starting to gas out and he would start to reuse lines. But no, this nigga still finds ways to say shit he hasn't said. Like, the topics might be the same, but the actual bars themselves, he's never said stuff like that. Which, again, 10 out of 10, man. Consistency, creativity, cohesiveness, and what's the last C? I keep forgetting. I always forget. Oh, conciseness. Was this album runtime justified? Was it too long or was it too short? And to be honest, another 10 out of 10. This album is lean. I was kind of worried because how you do 15 songs in 45 minutes, that would lead me to believe like that. I feel like some songs would have been cut short, but no. Every song had a perfect runtime. Like, a lot of these were just Nas doing 1 to 2 verses and having a beautiful outro intro. Like, shouts out to Hitboy for really, I'm not gonna say revive because I like everything Nas done. I like Nasir. Like, Adam and Eve is one of his best songs in my opinion. But shouts out to Hitboy for quote unquote reviving Nas's career, because he really, if it wasn't for Hitboy, Nas wouldn't release this 6 album run. Like, yeah, Nas had it in him obviously because he did it, but again, in hip hop, really a lot of the hard work is the producer. Like, you're not gonna release a classic with shit beats, right? Because at that point, that's just poetry. You know what I mean? So the producer is just as, if not more important than the rapper, right? Because like Playboy Cardi, you know, Playboy Cardi's cool or whatever, but like, really, Turbo, or is Turbo one of his producers? No, Pierre Bourne or some shit like that. I would say he is a big reason why, you know, Cardi's Cardi, because he lays that groundwork, that solid instrumental, those dreamy shit that really catches you, you know, the shit that thumbs, the bass. Same thing with Hit laid down the samples, the beat switches. He did all that, the drum BPMs. He did all that. All Nas had to do was just not be bad to make a good album. But to make a great rap album, Nas had to be exceptional, right? And same thing for Hit. Hit just didn't have to be bad. But to make a great beat, he had to go above and beyond. And they both went above and beyond. So as a collab album, this is fucking phenomenal, because both parties were firing on all cylinders. So shouts out to you, Hit, because yeah, we might talk a lot about Nas and a lot of people might misconstrue this as if it was Nas's album. But to be honest, this is just as much your album, obviously, because it's Nas X Hitboy. It's not Nas. And you deserve all the praise, because you're fucking... The only thing is, and this isn't your fault, but the fucking mixing, man. As I said, I don't want to get too much into it because I already spoke about it ad nauseum, but I'm not a fan of the mix. The mix is... I don't know if it's because they mixed Nas so loud, or it's because we're dealing with a lot of vintage sounding samples, right? Because when you're doing stuff like that, it's really hard to get the mix right. I would know, as you know, I mix and master my own shit, and trust me, my mixes are terrible. But it's really hard for like a trap beat, a modern sounding trap beat. It's pretty easy to get the mix right because everything is like modern sounding, if that makes sense. Whereas when you're dealing with samples and vintage sounding stuff, a lot of the stuff might sound lo-fi, sound like they have low pass filters and shit like that. So it's really hard to give it that oomph So that's why the tracks where he introduces like loud trumpets and loud hi-hats, I like them because it gives it that modern touch that the samples just will never have. So that's that really to all that to say, my only complaint of the album is the mixing, to be honest. Other than that, this is a fucking 9 out of 10, a 10 out of 10. This is fucking amazing. Like, again, Nas, like, what is going on? How are you 50 years old and you're writing like you're writing, rapping like you're a starving child in Africa, boy? Are you crazy? And you hit banger after banger after banger after banger, and you still give Nas some of your best shit. Don't tell me you've been holding out on other artists and you've been saving it for Nas, because I feel like you did that. But yeah, man, I don't know what else to say other than good fucking job to both of y'all. Well deserved. I really hope y'all are not Grammy nominated again, because I'm going to just say it now. Both of y'all deserve Grammys, but you don't deserve it for King's Disease 1. I'm going to just say it now. That was a sympathy Grammy. I don't think you guys should have got a Grammy for that album. I think Freddie Gibbs should have won that year. Alfredo was way better than King's Disease 1. I'm going to just say it now. But with that being said, you deserve the Grammy for King's Disease 2, Magic 1. Not really Magic 2, because Magic 2 dropped this year, right? Yeah. I don't think you deserve it for Magic 2, to be honest, because... Or Magic 3. Or maybe, I don't know, because so many good shit popped up. I guess I'm going to give y'all spoilers for my top 10 rap albums of the year, but... To be honest, I think Larry June and Alchemist deserve it with The Great Escape, because that album is fucking flawless. That's probably my favorite album of this year so far. That album is fucking crazy. But yeah, regardless of everything I just said, if you do win the Grammy, if you get Grammy nominated, it's well deserved, because this is just marvelous, just stupendous. What else is there to say? You guys make magic, just as, I mean, you guys know, because you guys named it Magic. So yeah, to everybody who's watching, I want to say a big thank you. If you actually watched my cover / me rapping, what do you think? You think I hold a candle to Nas? Who you think made a better song with the sample, Nas or me? I better be seeing me. I better only see fire emojis, because y'all know I done out-rap Nas. Matter of fact, I'm going to remix the song and I'm going to smoke Nas on it, because I'm him. Nah, I'm playing Nas. No, but on some real shit, shout out to y'all. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. Shout out to the niggas who share, because, like, you know how much guts that takes to share my videos? To be like, hey guys, I watched this loser and I want you guys to watch them just like I do. Like, that says a lot about y'all, and I really genuinely appreciate that. I appreciate it more than any other thing you could do. Like, damn, this nigga really thought this video was cool enough to share. I like that. Shout out to y'all who be sharing, because there are only a couple of y'all. But yeah, I think I want to do obviously I got to do that new West Side Gun. I heard something about that. I'm not gonna talk about that, but I'm gonna do the new West Side. I have to do, fuck, I'm trying to think what rap albums have come out. I've done Soul Assassins 3. I just haven't mixed it or whatever like that. I haven't edited the video, but I've listened to Soul Assassins 3. Only like 10 of y'all are gonna tune into that, because that's some real underground shit. Oh, that new Conway and Special 38 Special. I have to react to that as well. My voice is cracking by now. But yeah, thank you. Have a nice day.